Ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to the ESL Dota 2 Malaysia Singapore Championship Week 1 Day 2, where the remaining 4 teams will play their very first series to get a foothold in the standings. I'm HusKKiee and I'm joined by the one and only Uwu Magical.
Yeah, I'm Uwu the Magical. Thanks for introduction. Alright, today we will be getting some really action-packed teams playing. Really like some of the teams that I'm really like hoping to watch, and really this is a good chance for us to learn before the road to TI.
Yeah, exactly. And yesterday we've seen the first 4 teams, Junior Gaming, P1 Gaming, Team X and Unicorn play out their first match, with P1 Gaming and Unicorn ending yesterday with a clean 6-point lead, whereas the other 2 teams unfortunately lost both their games. But today it's going to be more interesting. Like you said, we have a really stacked matches coming up.
Today is going to be a really stacked day, and those matches are going to be action-packed.
Yeah, exactly. And with that being said, we're going to look at yesterday's result. As I just mentioned, P1 Gaming taking 2-0 over Junior Gaming, earning themselves 6 points, and Unicorn doing the same to Team X, earning themselves 6 points as well. So they are now currently first on the leaderboard, but we have to give props to Junior Gaming and Team X for putting out a really great fight.
They did give a really good fight against P1 and Unicorn respectively. Like they gave all out. They really gave all out to both opponents, and as we can see right now, the standings, as what you have said, 6 points in the lead for P1 and Unicorn, and followed by Dota, Flower, Geek, Lagenda will be playing their games today.
Yeah, for if you guys can see, the 4 teams that have not played their matches, they'll be playing it today. And honestly, I feel like it's going to be like we've been trying to say over and over again. Really interesting. And if you guys have been following the official page, you know who is going to be in action. But we're going to take a look at today's lineup, today's match lineup, and see who will be pitted against each other. It's going to be Team Lagenda versus Flower Gaming to kick off the night, followed by Dota Hero versus GeekFam.
Yep, all these 4 teams it's like a household name in Malaysia and Singapore. It's like, who doesn't know Team Lagenda, Flower Gaming, previously known as High Ground, Dota Hero, and GeekFam.
Yeah, I think these are all pretty much self-explanatory.
Yep.
If you have played Dota long enough, if you have followed domestic Dota long enough, you know who these people are, and you know who these teams are, and the history coming in. And there we go, Team Lagenda versus Flower Gaming, and it's going to be really interesting to kick things off because Flower Gaming statistically or historically has been known to be a better team, slightly better than Team Lagenda, but Team Lagenda themselves also has a lot of talents in the house.
They have a lot of talents and history back to that, and like one of the players quite well known in the local scene, Kidal.
Yeah, Kidal.
Like, it's going to be a back and forth.
Yeah, I feel like for Lagenda especially, they have this kind of trick up the sleeves.
Yes.
When their backs are against the wall, they know who to pull out to throw their opponents off guard. And I think Lagenda is one of the more creative teams. They have the ace in the whole, say, like you say, household name like Kidal, there's Danny, Nopal, Vexus. And I think they also have changed the line a bit. They added Denise in.
Yes, they
not
added
seen
Denise
that name before.
into the whole lineup. It makes things up. You can't really expect much from Team Lagenda because they really are like spontaneous. They can do something to trick the opponent, as we have seen some of the games that we casted for them
previously.
Like, it's something that you don't really expect. You will get confused with the picks, but then when they execute the whole game plan, it's something different.
Yeah,
it's a different ball game.
Yeah, but when they are going up against one of the strongest household teams, Flower Gaming, or previously known as Team High Ground, you also have some players that dates back to the Arrow Gaming era, DDZ, definitely one of the names I think that everyone should know.
Everyone in Malaysia should kind of know that name.
Yeah, I think there's no way that you can mistake DDZ for someone else. The position 2 or the mid laner for for Flower Gaming, and his performance I think has been phenomenal. I think
remarkable.
They went up against Team Lowtech I think last year at Acer Predator League, and they, even though they lost, they put up a great performance.
Yeah, they did perform well, just that Lowtech has the better hand that time.
Yeah,
but
and
I guess they rethink a lot, and they come in this tournament, they can show all out.
Yeah, and the lineup is actually more or less the same, except that Barry is the new addition.
Yes.
Just like Team Lagenda, there's one new addition into the team, so we might be able to see something different because because Flower Gaming, has been known to be a really explosive team.
Yes.
If you compare it to Lagenda, Lagenda is this creative, this visionary kind of lineup, whereas for Flower Gaming, they just want to go straight for the throne.
Yep. Definitely, these both teams, they have their own traits, have their pro and cons and everything. Alright, I think we will be starting the games real soon.
Yeah, I think we're ready. So let's jump into the picks and bans. This is the first game of the evening between Team Lagenda and Flower Gaming.
Alright, as we can see, Team Lagenda has already banned out the Bounty and the Tiny, whereas Flower Gaming will ban out the Earth Spirit. It gives a bit of fresh air because we don't see the early ban of Nyx Assassin.
Oh yeah, Nyx Assassin still
it has
available.
100% ban rate yesterday.
I think
today, I think they might pick it up.
If it goes through, I'm pretty sure that one of the teams will pick it up. Bounty Hunter still 100% if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Bounty Hunter still 100% banned out. Tiny, I think this is the second or third Tiny ban we've seen from yesterday. Lashrock taken out as well.
Take out
a new addition, I was about to bring that out. Grimstroke, even though it's not, I would say Grimstroke is not as popular as before, but we still know the amount of damage that Grimstroke can bring.
The versatility of Grimstroke in the current meta, it will wreck the team if you don't take it in a counter, because if you're gonna let the Grimstroke roam around and do his things, definitely he will disrupt the whole laning phase.
Yeah, I think one of the weaknesses for Grimstroke is that he is really reliant on having a decent lead, and if you shut Grimstroke down early on, it's very hard for him to do anything. But the amount of synergy that Grimstroke has with all these heroes is actually more than people might think. At first, when it was presented or introduced, Grimstroke is always paired up with Lich. Then people found out that, hey, Grimstroke with Lion is not bad, Grimstroke with Doombringer is not bad. So more and more a new way
Combinations
to-
of
yeah, to
that.
combine Grimstroke and other heroes started to came about, and I think Flower Gaming, they don't want to risk it, so they take it out. Next, still 100% ban rate, and Nature's Prophet will be the first pick for Lagenda.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet, the first pick for Lagenda. I might review a couple of things, but I think they just want to secure this Nature Prophet away from Flower Gaming. Crystal Maiden is being picked up by Flower Gaming. It's a bit of passive here and there. Still thinking, will Lagenda pick up one of the signature heroes they want to pick up? Might be a Bat Rider.
Yeah, it's either Bat Rider. There's also like, I think we've talked about Invoker as well.
Yes, Invoker, but I don't think they want to throw that.
Yeah, I mean, not
so
now.
soon.
We might see the Invoker, I mean, throughout the series. It depends on what Lagenda wants to do. Flower Gaming with the first pick, Crystal Maiden, a hero that we don't normally see.
Definitely.
Especially when I think going into this kind of the current meta, I should say. Crystal Maiden has been...
Unless it's the open
Tune
AI
up it.
versus OG, you see the Crystal Maiden.
Well, I think that the buff to Crystal Maiden, speaking of that, right, is Crystal Maiden now gains extra armor when she uses that ultimate. So you cannot underestimate a Crystal Maiden. It's harder to kill her when she enters the fight and start channeling that Crystal Nova. Because back then you can burst her down with even physical damage.
Yeah, basically anything can burst her down, but then right now they did buff up the Crystal Maiden to survive longer.
Yeah,
and
I think
a Sand King pick.
Yeah, and I think the Sand King pick is self-explanatory. More damage on the Sandstorm, longer barrel strike range. And with the Crystal Maiden around, you don't really have to worry too much about the mana regeneration coming in.
Definitely.
For the hero itself. So Flower Gaming, they are not afraid to reveal these first two picks, and Sand King is still available if you want to flex him to the off lane.
Definitely. Sand King and a Crystal Maiden. It explains itself. Nature's Prophet. Just, it might be a bit worrisome for Lagenda right now as these two pickup has been big. Next.
I wouldn't be too worried about the Nature's Prophet. You can always play him support, you can always play him off lane. He will always have the global presence. Not too worried on that pick. I doubt that Flower Gaming would prioritize the Nature's Prophet anyways. So Lifestealer now for Lagenda, also common. A slight nerf to Lifestealer, the rage cooldown has been slightly increased. And people might think it's not a big deal, but it actually is.
It does make a big difference right there.
It does not increase the duration.
That few milliseconds does make a lot of difference.
But Lifestealer against Crystal Maiden and Sand King is good for him. Because there's nothing that Crystal Maiden and Sand King can do against a Lifestealer.
But space. Nature's Prophet need to buy space right now cause... sorry, I mean Team Lagenda need to buy space with the Nature's Prophet. So it's gonna go around just buying time and space for this Lifestealer.
Yeah, and there's an interesting interaction. You can always infest the Nature's Prophet, and then he just uses his teleportation to give Lifestealer a free BOT. So you have that extra mobility for your position 1. I assume Lifestealer is definitely going to go position 1 unless they want to risk putting him off lane, which I see is very unlikely at this point of time. But we'll have to just hold on to that thought for now as we proceed to our second ban phase.
I might want to agree with you that Lagenda might put that Lifestealer to post 1 instead of the off lane. It makes more sense because like, if you're gonna go off, then you're gonna go face with another hitter, and it could be a Crystal Maiden right there. The Lifestealer can just reach out of that. Just that I don't see like how will it farm up with that Nature's Prophet on the off lane.
Yeah, in Nature's Prophet, I think if you are up against someone like Sand King or Crystal Maiden, you don't have to worry too much early on. You have Sand King, I think, poses a bit more threat compared to a Crystal Maiden if you're playing as a Nature's Prophet. So like you said, the Bat Rider ban will come out immediately. For Flower Gaming, they don't want to deal with one of Lagenda's pocket pick. A Troll Warlord will be banned by Lagenda themselves. So that basically takes away one of the heroes that can just mow through Lifestealer. Because Troll Warlord does not care if you have the rage, if you have the open wounds, he will just beat you to death.
Flower Gaming ban out the Bat Rider. They're taking away the whole initiation right there from Lagenda. I'm just sensing a couple of heroes coming in, like just saying they might just walk up with a Storm Spirit
I think if you are Lagenda right now, you are looking for an off laner. You're looking at someone like for example, a Tide, for example, a Centaur. Flower Gaming will go for the Magnus, and that is, I think, at this point, at this stage, if you see the Magnus, it explains almost everything about what Flower Gaming wants to do. Ursa ban out, again, another pick that Lagenda loves to go for. No more, off the board.
Brave King. Yeah, okay, makes a bit sense.
Yeah, that's
pushing capability, just survive.
Yeah, that's the Brave King off lane, I think.
Yeah, the off lane they needed. It's just back and forth right now, picking and banning. Like they know what to do. They know what to pick up, what to ban off from both teams.
I think for Flower Gaming right now, the Magnus, that excuse me, not Flower Gaming. I think for Team Lagenda, or with the Brave King pick, now it means that okay, you can either have a safe lane Brave King or Lifestealer, which I assume Brave King most likely is gonna go off.
Yep.
So means that you need someone else to do to start the fight for you.
Yes.
Unless you want to risk a Brave King support, which is not entirely non-existent, but it's really uncommon. That is where you rush for the Aghanim Scepter on the Brave King to give your team more fighting capabilities post-death. But I don't see that happening for Team Lagenda because it will be a really greedy lineup. And against Flower Gaming, which has a Crystal Maiden and 3 other heroes that love to spam the skills, you don't want to risk that.
Yes. Flower Gaming picked up the Phantom Assassin, meanwhile Lagenda picked up the Winter Wyvern. Phantom Assassin is going to be a better fairy build.
No,
the
you,
Magnus.
you can go for Armor Corruption.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about the cleave right now. You don't even have to worry about the cleave.
Yep.
And that is one of the ways to play Phantom Assassin. When you have a Magnus, you go for a Desolator Rush.
Yes, a Desolator Rush. You might skip out on the early items. So you're gonna go for your boots. Might possibility go direct to a Desolator, then to a BKB.
Yeah. And with the Pugna ban, it means that Flower Gaming, the mid laners, most likely it's going to be someone like, for example, a Lina. For example, like a Tinker, a Zeus, or even an Invoker if they want to go for it.
5 seconds remaining.
But still, we don't really see the mid players, the mid hero right now for both team, Lagenda and Flower Gaming.
Yeah, and that's the entire point. They're saving it for a last
Yeah,
pick.
they are saving it for the last pick. Like, we will fight you for the last pick. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, Flower Gaming will have the advantage because Lagenda will be first picking
Yep.
for the last phase, which means that Lagenda now, I think after seeing that Pugna ban, they have to be really smart on who they ban out. Because there's so many heroes that Flower Gaming can opt for, and it's almost a guaranteed one lane. You know, you can whatever mid laner that Flower Gaming picks right now, with the Crystal Maiden on the map, they can always exert dominance over that middle lane. Especially when you're looking someone at a hero like Pugna, that if goes into the hands of Flower Gaming, just gives an insane dominance over the lane.
Okay.
So TA is going to be taken out, and Lagenda, they take away the Lina.
Yep, they take away that Lina. Was not really up for that Lina. But for me, I'm looking at the Silencer. But then a Lina should be fine.
Silencer?
Yeah. You're gonna put a...
10
run
seconds
without
remaining.
the Lina, you put the Silencer on.
Then
you force the
5
fight
seconds
from
remaining.
Lagenda.
I mean, if you put the Silencer for team, you're talking about Silencer being picked by Lagenda.
Yep.
Then I'm assuming you are expecting Brave King to go middle lane.
No, you play the Silencer mid. It's a bit unorthodox.
Yeah, but I think it is right now. Silencer is just. I think the value always lies in the global silence.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see Silencer making his way simply because it doesn't really matter too much for now. So Lina is a decent.
It's a decent. I'm not gonna take that away from you, but that Lina is a decent. I was just thinking like in my mind, if I were to play this out, like I might
you will pick Silencer.
Yeah.
Into Flower Gaming.
Yeah, into the last pick, and then Flower Gaming will pick something that.
I mean, if you really want to pick Silencer in, I think Flower Gaming is more than happy to see a Silencer.
Yep.
When you're a Phantom Assassin, Silencer becomes just food for you.
Yep. Flower might be going for OD. No.
Yeah,
Viper.
Choose
I was
your
thinking
hero.
of either Zeus or Viper because I'm pretty sure that you don't want to go OD because you want someone to constantly benefit from what the team has to provide, and OD is not the person or not the hero that you want. Viper is going to do a bit well against Lina. You have the corrosive skin,
Yep,
that's
corrosive skin.
magic resistance, and you have the long range dot from the nether toxin.
Yep, nether top.
You can always fight Lina with the Viper Strike. So you can go for the classic 0-2-3 build if you want to kind of go for the extra magic resist, depending on how Lance wants to play this out. But I never count OD in this particular equation because I don't see the value that OD brings when you already have someone like a Magnus PA. And if you're dealing with someone like Wraith King, the Viper can always do the same job as compared to an OD that needs time to ramp up. Viper doesn't need that time.
Yep, definitely. Totally agree. Curious that we saw Kidal playing on the Rift King. So it could be a safe lane Rift King.
Yeah, that means it's an offlane lifesteal.
Yeah, it's an off-lane lifesteal. That's definitely like the thing that we were talking about Team Lagenda is really like it's just out of the window. We don't really see what we want it to be. It's like definitely can't wait to see the whole game, and like we definitely want to see this game and like learn what is going in their mind. Like
Yeah,
definitely.
I think the Wraith King pick basically hinted at how both teams you can swap the lifesteal and Wraith King around, which is not going to be that much of a surprise. So if you're putting the Wraith King safe in, it means that you are going up against the PA.
Yep.
Unless then the offlane is going to be the Sand King, which will have to fight the lifestealer.
As right now, we will go into the game. Team Lagenda on the Radiant side, Team Flower Gaming on the Dire side. Lina gonna play mid, a safe lane Winter with a safe lane Next. So Kida is gonna go off lane with the Wraith King.
Yeah, the offlane Sand King against the lifestealer is very common.
Yeah.
It's going to be what it is. But Sand King, you don't have to worry too much about the lifestealer. Despite lifestealer outdueling him, if there's no sentry, he can always Candy can always go into the sandstorm. There's always barrel strike to gain distance.
Yep.
And the caustic finale allows Candy to control the lane with more ease. But at before level 3 is impossible for the Sand King to fight a lifestealer, because lifestealer will just eat you alive.
Yep, Lifesteal is just gonna like hit you away. It might zone out the Sand King a bit, but then I think it should be fine for the Sand King right there.
Yeah, you don't really have to worry about the Sand King for now, especially when there's the Crystal Maiden giving the extra mana. But you can see that there is like really a hardcore contest for the Bounty Rune, as Lagenda, they're going to get 3 out of 4 Bounty Runes. That's a really great start if you're Lagenda right now.
Yeah, they did get 3 out of 4. It's a good start right there.
And that's the problem.
Yep.
A slight problem for Flower Gaming when they go for the contest is that none of those heroes can beat Lagenda at level 1.
Yep. So it's going to be a passive aggressive that they can go aggressive whenever they want for Team Lagenda, but Flower Gaming in the early game, they just need to like be a bit careful.
Yeah, Flower
Their
Gaming,
steps and everything.
Flower Gaming won't have that much problem. It's just that early on is going to be a bit more troublesome.
Yep.
If you can see the Ray Fire Blast just doing so much damage to the PA, and Mozun as well. Getting attacked by the Trance, has to drop that Iron Wound Branch and consume it. But DDZ will be playing on the PA instead of the middle lane,
The Vibe.
the Viper.
Yep.
Yeah.
A back and forth good start from Team Lagenda, but definitely it should be no ease for Flower Gaming to have a comeback. As you can see, Candy Loon right now getting the Winter Burn.
Yeah, Kenilun just trying to bring the entire creep wave
Yep, cutting
to
that
his
creep
side of the
away.
map.
But
And Winter Wyvern has horrible base damage.
Yep.
And even worse movement speed early on. Arctic Burn has such a long cooldown. So you can only do that much to the Sand King. And that's really smart that Kenilun now is going to draw the entire... that's 2 waves of creeps to
Yep.
his side. and that will allow him to get that early resources that he will need to slowly transition or to slowly play out the rest of the laning phase.
A very, very good step right there by Candylune, taking that 2 creep wave away from Team Lagenda and just solo farming it. Right now, as you can see, Team Lagenda just respawn back by just pulling the creep to the nature camp right there.
Yeah, and you cannot fight the trends early on. The trends,
Yeah.
level 1, already doing a lot of damage, and you can see the amount of the creatures being pulled towards the camp, but DDZ manages to snatch one away, so still trying to get the goal flowing in.
Yep. Can say it's a bit a slow start here and there, just like everyone just doing the hook in and out.
Yeah, the LSA is going to land onto Lance, and
Oh!
Lina, one last Dragon Slave, almost kills off the Viper, but great Fairy
Yep.
Fire usage right there. It's going to save Lance's life. But that means that the whole lane is now given away to Lina.
Yep, definitely an advantage there for Lina. The Crystal Maiden, popped that mana, but then just got denied.
Yeah, you can always rely on the Arcane Aura and try laning to give DDZ the assurance that he needs. I think is what Flower Gaming do.
Yep.
They're doing it right so far. You can leave the Sand King alone. It doesn't really matter too much. But there's the Hellfire Blast on to Barry, and Barry trying to run away, but Kidao is on the chase. There's a Stifling Dagger slowing the Wraith King down, and he's still trying to find that Crystal Maiden. The trend is the one giving problems to the CM, but they're not able to find Barry, and Barry will walk out alive.
Yep. Very good move to juke out the trend and the Wraith King there. It's going to be a bit back and forth still. Oh, what a miss
And
from
Mozun
Mozun.
trying to go for that skewer, but just barely misses it. Unfortunate right there. But you can see
Oh.
Candylune though, maybe not that fortunate, as Danny will draw an easy first blood.
Yeah, as what you said, the life stealer has no issue, but right now Kidao taking out that Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, you
also
have
might go
to
down.
be careful of the trends. They're just dealing the damage right now. An instant 2 extra kills going over to Lagenda, as both Vexers and I believe Kidao picking one for each of their own. So early 3 kills over for Lagenda. Flower Gaming up to a really rough start, and Kidao wants to go for more. Hellfire Blast coming in, but they see the TP from the Magnus. Does Flower Gaming want to turn this around?
But to bear in mind, the Winter Wyvern is there. They need to be a bit careful for Team Flower Gaming because they lost both players due to out of position. They were out of position. They were not supposed to be where they were supposed to be.
Yeah, and I think the golden rule right now is just not to fight.
Yep.
You cannot win when there's Winter Wyvern, Wraith King, and Nature's Prophet, especially the trends that I'm pretty sure Mozo underestimated the damage of the trend, and that is what led to his demise. So the second batch of bounty rune will spawn, and I believe again Lagenda will get 3
Yes.
out of 4 bounty runes.
Lagenda did get 3 out of the 4 bounty runes. Right now, Flower Gaming just need to play a bit more safe. Just try to don't get caught by Team Lagenda. They shouldn't get caught at all. All those mistakes was a bit petty, but then I think they will be fine just bouncing back. But right now,
Yeah,
it's
Barry
amazing.
not that fine on the skill, bringing Kidao back. Barry goes down to Vexus regardless. But Flower Gaming will get one back, as the combined effort of all 3 heroes will take down Kidao. But look at the creep block on the Mozun. He will fall to the Winter Wyvern as well. Unfortunate for Mozun right there, but DDZ might get the second. Just need one last Stifling Dagger. Has enough mana for that. Easy pickup. The slow on to Vexus, but Wraith King coming back in time with Hellfire Blast. And now DDZ is the one on the run. 5 more seconds until the next stun comes right out. Kidao won't be giving up on this. Lands a lucky crit, and he will get the stun through. Frostbite coming in, but there is the Sprout and the trend. DDZ will now die as he is blocked by all those moving trees. And Lagenda just striking back.
Right? The Nature's Prophet is playing its role with the blocks, with the trend. It's a perfect textbook. Did its job right there. Getting those kills in, just securing it.
But I think that Flower Gaming wants to go for a revenge. Skewer Kidao back. There's your Phantom Strike coming in from DDZ. He has the Empower for extra damage, but Kidao might just get away with his life. There's the Sprout, but DDZ just eats the trees too late.
Dire's top tower is
Yep.
under attack.
A good decision right there. So almost real close, real
Dire's
close.
structures are fortified.
Team Flower, like they need to rethink right now. They are too aggressive. This team Lagenda is really aggressive.
Yeah,
read.
Lance going for Lina, but Virus Strike not enough damage.
Yep. Might survive. Lifestealer right now does have the Hand of Midas. A lot of space and a lot of opportunity right now. Mozun is actually out of position.
Yeah, he wants to go for that skewer, but can only use it to run away. It's very hard to deal with Legenda's top lane, but there is your Hellfire Blast coming in again. DDZ, again the victim. There is your Shockwave. It's back and forth trades from both teams, but Legenda always being the one that comes out on top.
Yep. They understand the whole game against Team Flower Gaming, so definitely they know what to do. They came in this fight prepared.
Dire's top tower
Definitely not the early game that we expected
Yep.
from expected at least, but at least Lance is still trying to keep that middle lane to
Radiant's
himself.
bottom tower is under attack.
However, Lina not falling that far behind. They are
Dire's top
equal
tower is under
on the
attack.
last hit, just
Yep.
a denied
Dire's top tower
difference.
has fallen.
Lance has the haste and tries to go in for a kill, but there we go, a TP coming in straight away from the Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, a very good TP right there. Like they do not want to lose anymore.
Yeah, Lance trying to go for that fancy foot, and Yurin might just die to the Viper Strike, but Lan will now turn back right into the hands of Vexus, and Vexus will just right-click him down as Barry might be enough to save Lance. Actually, he will! Lance gets out alive, and he even got the shutdown onto Vexus. Definitely a good trade right there, Barry
Yep.
being a lifesaver.
Yeah, definitely a good trade right there. The Crystal Maiden came in, but nonetheless, Kidal just rotate to the river and just finish off the Viper.
Akira picking up that freebie. No way that Lance can go, as now Vexus will TP in. Kidao engages with that stun, but as the heroes gain level, it'll be harder to kill them. Oh, Candy TPs away just in time as the Infest. Not enough damage from Danny, but he's still able to force the Sand King away. And speaking of forcing Sand King away, you can just look at the net worth, as it's 4.5k net worth on the Lifestealer, and only and it's not even 3k for the Sand King.
Yep. Right now, the Lifestealers is just gonna rush for that Radiance. Needs the burn right there. So if the Sand King goes into Sandstorm, we just can burn out the Sand King and that forces it to go back.
Oh yeah.
Right now, Team Legenda is going for an objective. Like, let's go for some heroes. Let's try to rotate in to see are they in the easy camp.
Yeah,
But then, I like Flower Gaming. They understand. Okay, we need to play a bit more safe.
I think Lagenda starting to slowly gain control over the top jungle, as Kaelun does snatch away the Bounty Rune, but Danny has something else to say about that, as he deals a bit of damage with that open wound.
Yep, Danny just want to zone out this Sand King and just have the lane for himself.
There we go, the Sandstorm finally used as a max level Sandstorm. But DDZ again in trouble as Vexus is ready. Uses the Wrath of Nature to gain the extra bounce. Teleport coming in, but it's just a bait. Mozun will waste that skewer. And Flower Gaming, they need to respond to the top lane.
Yep.
Because of how good Lagenda are at sieging that particular lane. They already took down the tier 1 in under 10 minutes. And now, they're already at the tier 2.
Team Lagenda, like, they have an objective. They know, like, okay, right now they're gonna give up the first tier 1 tower for the top lane. Definitely, they might not contest for the second tier 2. That's why Team Lagenda say, okay, let's go for it. Seems like Flower Gaming is not gonna come and like defend tier 1.
Yeah, Flower Gaming does not have too much option to respond. None of these heroes are that good in terms of rotation.
Yep.
Candylun, he can, but every time he leaves his lane, he gives away control, and it's going to be rinse and repeat for Lagenda. As you can see, they already rotated both the Winter Wyvern and the Nature's Prophet. Now as Candylun now is call out. He has no Sandstorm because he just used it. Arctic Burn also trying to do a bit of damage to slow down the Sand King. They even brought the Lina in. Kenilun now trying to run away. The Vanguard's going to help him a bit. Burrow strikes his way deeper into the Radiant base, and that is not where you want to go. Kenilun running out of options to get away. TP score is not going to work because there is stuns coming out from the side of Lagenda. Kenilun trying to go for a juke, and he will be able to pull it off, but he's still in enemy territory. Finally will TP out.
Yep, Kenilun did his job just to waste the time of Team Lagenda chasing that Sand King all the way to the base. Like, end up they just gave up and say, oh, it's not gonna worth it. It's
Radiant's
not
top
worth
tower
chasing
is
this
under
Sand
attack.
King for this so long.
Yeah. Kenilun getting out with his life. Despite him not having a great lane, still manages to get that Vanguard in. And that would change how the lane is played out, because now Kenilun has higher survivability. However, Flower Gaming still has no answer to Lagenda Siege.
Yep. Flower Gaming needs to find an answer to this siege attack from Team Lagenda, because it's really that annoying. As we can see, the Nature's Prophet. Like, if you do not aim the Nature's Prophet, you're gonna aim for the Life Stealer. So if you aim for Nature's Prophet, you give space to Life Stealer.
Nature's Prophet, I think, towards the middle game, Nature's Prophet will be the least of Flower Gaming's concern. It's more like an asset to, and more like an annoyance. However,
Yep.
the Flower Gaming still have not found a solution on how to slow down the game. Because Lagendas, they are playing it really fast, and speaking of that, Kidao, along with the rest of his team, will find Lance, and Lance will get shut down by the Laguna. There's a 2-man RP onto Mozun, but Co-Embrace will slowly heal up the Lina. Seems like Flower Gaming has to be on the retreat. Kenilun comes in with the Sandstorm, but Mozun is not invincible anyways, as Yus will come out as well from the Lina, and Kenilun will have to barrel strike out of the way. He gets the safety. They do get the NP, but that LSA clips Kenilun on the corner. They do not have the damage to finish him off. Flower Gaming, they're going to save their Sand King, but they still lose 2 in the process.
Yeah, Team Lagenda just pulling all the tricks out of the bags and like to show like we are the better team. They did really good. They walk up to the dire side jungle, and then they know, okay, there's two heroes right there. We have the objective. Just take the hero out and just move on to the next objective, which is the tower on the top lane. They have something in their mindset. Okay, we have all of this. This is what you need to do. Shut the heroes down. Get to the next objective, which is the tower. Then move on from there again and again and again. Buy more time for these snacks. Just put more pressure to the lane.
Yeah, and for Flower Gaming, the game plan is really simple. You need to get the Phantom Assassin and the Viper online, which is what they have not achieved thus far, but they're going to get a coup de grace onto Danny. DDZ will cut him down, and that might be the road to recovery for the Phantom Assassin.
Yep, a very good initiative gang right there from the Flower Gaming. But as you can see right now, Sand Kings is in some bad situation, but managed to get out right there.
Ooh, that second LSA almost clips on the Candy Lunas. You see the Splinter Blast as well. Now he knows that there's a sentry ward near his second tier tower as Lance comes in now, trying to go for the pickup onto Mira, but decides against that, knows that it's going to take too long to kill the Winter Wyvern, especially when there's still a co-embrace. Bounty Rune will spawn, and Lagenda will be the first one to go and grab it.
Yep, a bad trade right there for Team Lagenda. Like they gained nothing there. They didn't even have the chance to push the tower. They lost the Life Stealer early up, and right now the critical comes in from the Phantom Assassin. With that Desolator on, it will be easy for that Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, and that's what we've been talking about when we saw the Magnus PA pick. You don't need the Battle Fury, you just need to rush a Desolator. Please to come in from the Empower, and you just need a Vladimir to make things easier as the fight is going to break out. Barry will take down Yuri on the Lina, but Mira will kill off Canilun. Winter's Curse is going to force DDZ to kill his own support, but DDZ will exact revenge onto the Winter Wyvern, and that is dominating PA.
Yep, this PA might be an issue. Team Lagenda need to react faster now. They need to find a solution to like stop this PA from doing anything anymore. Because if not, they might just let this PA get out of control.
Yeah, the problem is going to start when the PA gets BKB.
Yep.
DDZ gets that BKB, it's going to be really hard for Lagenda to even attempt to bring him down. But Flower Gaming expect nothing less from the team themselves. A great rotation coming in from them. In fact,
I'll take your tribute.
Right now, Team Lagenda has to focus. This SK needs to be a bit careful.
teleport will be channeled but cancelled. Actually by the NP, but Yerin is going to use Kenny Loon up as he drops down to an LSA. Kida following up with his own stun. Kenny Loon trying to get away with the barrel strike, but there's 4 members from Lagenda. Laguna to finish the job. Easy pickup for Yerin.
The positioning, I think the Sand King is just wanna like get some info because they don't really have they don't really have one bot except the deep bot in the jungle.
But DDZ is ready again. Gets the crit onto Yerin as he spills his blood. Now going for round number 2. Vexus will die, but the Winter Skirt is gonna force DDZ to attack the Lance. Lance does survive the audio though. Great Crystal Nova, but Mira is on the edge. Mozun misses that skill. It doesn't matter too much as DDZ will join the fight, but Mozun will get that last hit. And Lagenda, they lose 3, but they get none.
They definitely is like got outfight right there because right now Team Lagenda knows what is the issue. It's best not to to face up this team, Flower Gaming PA because it will just destroy you. Look at how fast it can take down that life stealer. Definitely, if it were to face this Rift King, it will be no issue right there.
Yerin coming in with the use. The LSA actually missed, and that means that Mozun gets an easy RP as DDZ will blink strike in. Kida with his blink come in with the Hellfire Blast as Yerin now trying to turn things around. The Cold Embrace actually saves him, but DDZ is gonna fight regardless. Gets the crit in and gets the kill. DDZ somehow still alive. That Vladimir is offering so much healing. He gets sprouted out and stunned, but DDZ is still trying to get out. Will he get out alive? No, Kida finally burns him down. Gets the shutdown, but there's so much invested as Danny now going toe-to-toe with Lance. There's no cancellation. Venusaur and Lance will TP to safety.
The Knights already has the Radiance that he has. He has his item right now. Just need to move around. Just need to move around. Start engaging the fights right now for Team Lagenda to solve the whole issue. They need to buy more time for this Lina and the Rift King to get online. They have to buy more time for Team Lagenda.
And Snow just waiting for DDZ to get his BKB. He does have a Yasha going for the Manta style instead of the BKB rush. But either way, the amount of damage, the amount of threat that DDZ poses towards Team Lagenda is insurmountable at this point. As you can see the net worth graph right now, DDZ suddenly shot up to number 1 on the chart with 12k despite having a horrible start, a very tough lane. Candelun also having the ability to clear out the wave as fast as, really fast with the Sandstorm. He does have the boost of travel which allows him to maneuver freely around the map. But it seems like Flower Gaming have found the answer to slow the game down and even recover at position 1.
Yep, the Viper picking up the creeps just to tank out more for this PA. Like this PA, if they don't stop it right now, it might go out. And it's definitely gonna go out. And right now they're gonna go and contest the Roshan.
Yeah, it seems like Lagenda have no idea that this is going on. DDZ with that 3 core item is going to get Roshan with ease, as meanwhile Candyloon gets caught out. But again, investment from Team Lagenda to killing off the Sand King, which at this point does not provide as much value as Lagenda has put the priority on him. I believe Candyloon does not have the Blink Dagger yet, so he doesn't have to really too much about dying. He just needs to create the space, and that space will give DDZ an easy Aegis.
Yep, that is a good gameplay from Team Flower Gaming, just sacrificing one just to get the Aegis on the PA. And as you realize, the 2 fights back, so much resources was just to deal with one PA.
Yeah.
So it shows a sign that, okay, we are not up for this PA yet. We need to like definitely find a solution. Flower Gaming on the other hand side, definitely we had a bad early start, but right now we can face hits up with you guys. So you guys wanna fight, let's fight.
Yeah, Flower Gaming, they are ready to fight as long as the PA stays alive. Candylune still working towards that Blink Dagger. It's almost going to purchase it. As you can see, the Infest onto Vexus. As Vexus with the Shadow Blade, they might find Candylune or even the Crystal Maiden, but Flower Gaming, Crystal Maiden is going to get out Barry, being the one to survive, but maybe Candylune not so lucky yet again. He's going to sacrifice his life, but while that was all happening, Barry going toe-to-toe with Kidao, as Kidao gets a lucky haste rune. Escape. And that means that he's not done with Barry. Comes back in with the Hellfire Blast and starts cleaving down Barry, but with Frostbite, he's going to keep Kidao in place. Lance comes in with good damage, has the ATOS, trying to kill off Kidao, but Kidao has the haste.
Yep, Kidao, very good. Yeah, understanding, okay, right now the Viper is coming. Better to back off and not just like risking it. PA has the Black King bar right now, the BKB, and it's ready for anything with that Aegis on top.
She does have the blur, so now the blur is actually going to break, but DDZ does not know where Winter Wyvern Walk is. So Winter will get out alive, but like you said, the BKB rush, definitely a better choice than going for a Manta first, and that will allow DDZ to just be an uncontested threat in the fight.
Just worried in the later phase, Flower Gaming might get like stopped off it. Like they reach the peak of what they can, cause like right now they are just getting utility items on the other hero except PA, just to make sure that the PA survive. If I'm mistaken, Viper has the Guardian Greaves. The rest is gonna get certain things to keep this PA alive.
I'm thinking maybe the Nation's Prophet might want to consider a Crimson Guard just for DDZ alone. But for Flower Gaming, like you said, there's a lot of kind of utility being invested. But those heroes can function without any damage dealing items.
Yep, definitely. But then in a late game, how long can they survive those utility weapons?
Yeah, I think it's just really just up to keeping DDZ alive. As
It's a risk they want to take, because if Team Lagenda has so much mobility later on in the later game, so much damage output, it might be an issue right now.
Double damage rune is going to spawn at the bottom river, and Lance will not be able to get to it in time. Has the ATOS, however, Vexus will use that Shadow Blade and walk away with a DD rune. And at this point, we are almost 25 minutes in, and Flower Gaming will have the smoke ready. They did use the scan, but it's just close to where Lagenda was. It's unfortunate right there. If that scan connected, Flower Gaming would have pulled the trigger.
Yep.
Meanwhile, it doesn't matter though. They have found the Winter Wyvern, and Winter Wyvern is just going to be food for the Z, and that will allow Flower Gaming to continue the push onto high ground at 25 minutes.
Yep, a very confident Flower Gaming right there right now. Going up to the high ground.
But it seems like Lagenda, they want to fight. You can see Vexus is already cutting off the middle creep wave. Aegis running out, I believe, in under 2 minutes. However, it's now time for DDZ to deal the amount of structural damage that he's dealing right now. They're going to get that first Rax. It's going to be the mid melee Rax. And Flower Gaming decide that it is enough. We got the melee Rax, let us back off.
They are just taking objective by objective, slowly just like looking in. As you can see, Danny just go for the bottom lane, take out the first tower. Right now going for the second tower, but a fight will happen right now.
Speaking about a fight, that is your ATOS onto Alina. Winter Skirt's being used in the backline, but Lina is going to go down to that crit, and Barry will not even die because it is Mozun that is hitting. Not that much damage coming in, and Lagenda, they're just trying to cut the creep wave as much as they can. You can see they're actually going for the push. That's Danny and Vexus going for the rat in the bottom lane. Will they force any TPs coming in from Flower Gaming? It seems like Flower Gaming, they're taking the challenge head on. There will be one TP back to base, but the rest of Flower Gaming will stick to the guns. They will send Candylune on defense mission as DDZ is going to start the fight. There is the Frost by Crystal Nova, RP onto 2. DDZ will get Danny, and Kidao might not be long for the world. He does have the reincarnation, but second life is going to bring more pain to him. He's better off dead. As you can see, DDZ with an instant crit will clean up Lagenda. That's 4 deaths for them. And Flower Gaming, surely they will get the second set of Rex.
Yep, surely. this PA just brought the whole team back alive. They went to the textbook like, okay, fine, you win the early game, go ahead, you get all the kills you can get, but right now it's time for the flower to bloom. They are here to fight, they are ready to face anything. As you can see, that PA poses a high threat for Team Lagenda.
Yeah, and this is where the value of the Nature's Prophet drops dramatically. Because your team cannot handle a defense. You can see he tries to TP away, but he disappears. A quick creep back to the fountain. As Candylon will pick that up.
Yeah, PA just tell the Nature's Prophet, I'm gonna plant you back to the fountain and you're just gonna go back to grow up. Right there. Real good gameplay from Flower Gaming, just that
Radiant's top shrine
it
is
was a
under
bit
attack.
rough start.
And these are the kind of heroes that don't really care about the Red King or the Lifestealer. We think about someone, for example, like Leshrac, think about someone like an
Is under attack.
Ursa or a Troll,
Yep.
but there is still the Phantom Assassin, who does not rely on any magic magic or skill, just needs to land that crit, just needs to get the physical damage in.
Yeah, just
Wraith King and Lifestealer are horrible at dealing with a PA, especially when DDZ is so far ahead. That's 4 core items completed. Actually, I think he's going for the Bloodthorn,
Yep.
which will make things even worse for Lagenda.
Yep, it's going for the new cheese strat. Like you
Radiant's
go
top
for
tower has fallen.
the Bloodthorn, BKB, and then you have your crits.
Yeah, Bloodthorn is just going to render
Radiant's
Lagenda.
top
Yeah,
barracks are
just
under
imagine
attack.
land that
Almost useless.
Bloodthorn, and then you just second skill to that
Let's
target.
just crit all the way.
Yep.
Yeah, Flower Gaming definitely will secure Mega Crits really soon, as DDZ is going to pop that BKB. Canyudo with the barrel strike to the back line, can stun down the Lina as Reincarnation already expanded by Kidao. They want to rejoin the fight, but DDZ will get the Mega kill streak as Lance will kill out Mira, and Shockwave will bring Wraith King back, and GG.
GG is being called for Team Lagenda.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah, Flower
A
Gaming.
really good play from Team Flower Gaming there.
Yeah, and again, this is why Flower Gaming is that strong. The
Yep.
lineup itself really speaks a lot. Yes, you have they had a horrible start. You have to give props to Lagenda for having a decent early
Yep.
game. The only lane that they weren't really that winning was the middle lane.
Yep.
However, when Flower Gaming started rotating around, they were bringing DDZ.
Yes.
The guy that needs to recover, they were bringing this guy around, and he was picking up kills
Yep.
after kills after kills.
They're just gonna supply this PA to be more fat and to grow more bigger and bigger and bigger and becomes a threat. Definitely it's just a snowball.
Yeah, which was why when we were having this discussion about the
Yep.
Nature's Prophet, I mentioned that he's not that big of a threat, and
Yep.
that's very evident. He is only a threat when he's able to do his thing.
Yes.
But when your whole team is being pushed back, the Nature's Prophet cannot risk going around the map.
Definitely can't risk going around the map because he will just reveal himself to be another target.
Yeah, so really a great play from Flower Gaming right there. Great stuff. I always say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And
Yep.
Flower Gaming definitely finished game 1 strong, but Lagenda did put out a great fight. But just the transition wasn't really what we wanted.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're gonna transition to a break right now. When we come back, it's gonna be game 2 between Flower Gaming and Team Lagenda. We'll be
Yep.
right back.
Be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL Dota 2 Malaysia Singapore Championship Week 1 Day 2 as we get ready for the second match between Flower Gaming and Team Lagenda.
Definitely a downfall right there for the first game for Team Lagenda. But no worries, they still have the second game for the 3 points that need to go into their standings right now. So we will be looking later on a bit of their draft. But we do see, like what you were saying, the Nature's Prophet was not going online if your whole team was just like not there to help you, not there to buy you time. So your whole Nature's Prophet is just slightly being sidelined.
And it's also because that Lagenda, they were not able to slow down with the snowball coming in from DDZ. You can see that it all started because DDZ was getting all the kills.
He's getting more active.
Yeah, he came out with a Desolator and suddenly Team Lagenda had no answer to that. And it was that way until the very end.
Definitely the comeback from that PA brings the whole team together. Like the whole momentum for the whole team just went with it and just keep on rolling and rolling and rolling and it's unstoppable.
Yeah, and that is also one of the traits for Flower Gaming's lineup. Yes, you can die early on. But the skills or the utilities, the tools that their hero specifically provide does not rely on the items. Maybe a Blink Dagger for the Magnus, but that is all.
Like not so much of a item dependent, but it's more towards the hero dependent.
With that being said, we'll see if Lagenda will switch things up because the picks and bans for game number 2 is ready. So we jump right in and see what these teams have to offer.
Alright, Flower Gaming start up with an Earth Spirit. Still, the next Grimstroke and Nature's Prophet is being banned out by them. Team Lagenda has banned out Bounty, Tiny, and Amber Spirit, and they're gonna pick up the Crystal Maiden.
It's their turn to pick the Crystal Maiden, and they instantly lock in that Juggernaut for themselves. So a really strong start. Crystal Maiden and Juggernaut, very common. Right? Blade Fury now can be used more frequently by the Juggernaut. And magic immunity does magical damage. Juggernaut can stick onto you. It's just annoying to deal with early on. Flower Gaming, they're going to go for the Razor straight, and I think this is one of the best answers for Flower Gaming. Really decisive, really quick. They knew what to do. They were ready.
Both teams coming in ready, just pick and ban straight away. They know what to do. They know the whole game plan is. You pick a Juggernaut, I'm going to go for a Razor. I'm going to go ban out the Pango and Corp so that you don't have that so much of a mobility to like counter back. And Lagenda just respond back. If you're gonna take the mobility away from us, we're gonna ban out the Weaver and TB. Do not want to give you that much more of a damage, more threat to become a damage.
Yeah, TB, if we go late game, TB will definitely outdo the Juggernaut. The Weaver pick particularly is a bit weird for me. I don't know where the Weaver stands if it goes through, but I don't see the value that it brings. That's from my point of view. Maybe Lagenda was thinking, hey, if Flower Gaming gets their hands on the Weaver, let's assume that they pick the Weaver, they can put the Weaver in the offlane. And that is going to kind of mess up what Lagenda wants to go for. However, that's just my speculation. I really don't see the position of that Weaver in this match that far. So Lagenda, they will go with Abaddon, and Flower Gaming, they will instantly lock in that Oracle.
The Oracle that a lot of people underestimate. Lagenda picking up a big pick that is an Enigma.
Yeah, we were saying something about Lagenda when all the chips are down, they might want to consider Invoker. But does Invoker really fit
in this picture right now? Good question. A very good question. If you're going to put a Crystal Maiden that is a post 5, Abaddon post 4?
I think Abaddon is post 4.
Post 4 and post 3 Enigma, post 1 Juggernaut. Putting that Invoker in, going up against an Earth Spirit, Razor, Oracle.
It's going to be really
Rubik.
tough. I don't think you will want the Invoker.
Definitely with that you might not want to go for that invoker at all.
I don't know if you are Flower Gaming right now.
Yep.
They're in a really great spot.
Yep.
Right. Because Oracle is going to be the support. Definitely. Rubik is going to. Okay, Rubik here is interesting because we've seen DDZ play mid Rubik before. Razor can
5
always go mid.
seconds remaining.
Yep.
Earth Spirit, I don't know. Off lane Earth Spirit.
Off lane of
Yeah,
spirit.
we don't see that often.
The Oracle pick, I will just touch a bit here cause a good pick. Cause Oracle second skill it mains you, so you can't attack. So basically, if you have the Juggernaut coming up to you, just gonna slash you, just gonna main you, and just like continue just hitting you, giving the ability for the Razor to suck more
Radiant's
damage
team pick.
and then deal back more damage onto you.
And you have the false promise. Let's not forget about the false promise. Instant Kunkka and Tide Hunter ban Flower Gaming. They will lock in that Morphling.
Yeah, giving the Morphling to the Flower Gaming might be a bit of a risk right there. Lagenda, last game for this series. Like game 2, they need to pick all they want and a Meepo.
Wow. Yep, definitely did not see that coming. And that's what we've said. When the chips are down, Lagenda will pull off something that we do not expect.
Yep,
And
all the unorthodox way
Yeah.
they can do things.
Denise will be playing on that Meepo. Yeah, and to clear the confusion for the viewers,
Yep.
Denise was playing under the name of
Yerin?
Yarin. In game, and No Power is actually Mira.
Yep.
So I had to get that out of the way before people, misunderstand something. So Lance is going to go for the Morphling mid. DDZ will stick at DDZ.
Did you see Morph?
No. DDZ is on the Rubik.
Yeah, DDC is gonna play.
Okay, so
yep.
okay. I think I know where this is going.
Yeah. DDC is like they won the first game, they got the 3 points, they are comfortable. They're gonna go second game. Comfort, but not too risky.
Yeah, we have seen DDZ mid Rubik, even though he lost that game, but it was a spectacular performance.
It was a show to watch.
Oh yeah, the grand finals of the Acer Predator. I
Yep.
think DDZ Rubik mid was one of. I think it was unaccounted for. I think that they did not expect to pick that Rubik into mid.
Yep. Right now with the current metas and everything, a lot of unorthodox mid heroes you
Yeah.
can see.
So we'll see if that stands true till now because the game is ready. Let's
Yep.
jump right in and see if Flower Gaming will end this 6-0 or will Lagenda strike back.
We will see right now the Earth Spirit and the Razor going off lane. Mid Rubik, as what you say, it's going to be a good show to see the Rubik going mid. It's a off lane, Crystal Maiden and a Juggernaut. So you have a safe lane, Enigma, Enigma and Abaddon.
Yeah,
They're gonna run. Okay,
I think it's okay.
it's okay. Just that
Because I'm wondering if the Enigma wants to rush Greaves or rush Dagger.
Dagger.
But if
Yeah.
I'm Enigma, I will rush the Greaves.
Yep.
first.
You definitely want to rush that Grief first to survive longer. Just that putting that Juggernaut off lane instead to a safe lane.
I think Juggernaut offlane is okay.
It's
in this
okay.
matchup is decent.
Yep.
However, Lagenda has a really high potential of turning the entire tide of the game around with one good fight.
Yep.
Because they are really good at fighting, as you can see. Barry coming in with a rolling boulder now, trying to go for that body block. Almost managing to do so, but they do push Mira back. Vex is going to TP in. Since there's no frostbite at level 1, so Barry is going to walk away. Kidao instantly going into the jungle, snatch some of that farm.
Yep. A very, very unorthodox, but a spectacular mid against a Meepo going up against a Rubik there. That is what we are like a highlight.
Yeah, and I think that Rubik against Meepo is something that we don't see every day. But it's definitely really interesting to see how these two interact as the Spirit does get out alive.
Is under attack.
Now Meepo gets that second Meepo at level 3 instead of
Yes.
level 6. That change has been in long ago. So we also meant that there's more targets for DDZ to go for. However, that spell still will not come into any effect unless he steals the Earthbind away.
Yep.
And like you've been saying, putting the Juggernaut to the off lane, I think Juggernaut ends up in the safe lane. It's not the off lane. Off lane was the I believe the Enigma.
They just swap the lane
around.
around.
They swap the lane.
They swap the lane around.
Against the Razor, you don't really have to worry about too much.
Yep.
You can't kill the Razor, but at the same time, you keep yourself safe.
Yep.
So Lagenda, they are adapting to what Flower Gaming were doing, and it's a switch up from last game. Last game they did not have to do that because they were winning, but right now they have to think more out of the box simply because of how Flower Gaming were playing with their own hero lineup.
Definitely, Lagenda is just gonna play. Just throw the norms out the window and just play something weird, something that let's get Flower Gaming caught off guard. Like, just make something unexpected and forces them to do like the thing that they want it to be. Force Flower Gaming to play their game.
No powers to get out of the way, but the waveform comes right in, and Lance will draw first blood. Danny with the Blade Fury trying to trade Barry back, and Barry's gonna consume that Fairy Fire, but does get slashed down. Mozun will take the second. Flower Gaming off to a great start.
Yeah, the Purify Flames from Mozun finally taking out that Juggernaut. Danny needs to be a bit more careful. Arcane Supremacy is being picked up instead of the first kill to reach the Lave.
Yeah, you don't really need the telekinesis,
Yep.
because if you're going out against a Meepo, you lift out one Meepo, it doesn't matter. They can still throw Earthbind as the needs gains level, but the Arcane Supremacy will guarantee that you deal extra damage. It allows for better farming, it allows for better poke, and against and Fate Bolt has this mechanic that it doesn't matter how many targets there are. It will continue to bounce until every single target has been hit once or there's no more target in range.
Yep. Real good pick off right there from DDC. He knows his game, he knows his Rubik, forcing this Meepo to be slightly more careful. Right now, Danny needs to be a bit more careful on how he positions his Juggernaut, because he can see how versatile the Morphling and the Oracle is.
Candyloon actually not really afraid of this, just going to consume that magic stick. As you can see, Barry is going to roll in with the rolling boulder, but not going to get in range of Kidao. Great attempt right there. Could have been a bit different if he gets it, as DDZ now dealing damage to the knees. It's only going to force one of that Meepo away from lane.
Right now, as you can see, there's 3 wards actually being dropped by Team Lagenda. 1 in the Dire side jungle, 1 in front of tier 1 safe lane for the Radiant, and 1 in the near towards the bottom lane of Dire. They need the map awareness, right? They need the map information, like, because after the first fight and the first blood, they definitely need to know, okay, we need to play a bit more safe, can't lose anything more. This is the second game that we need to get points against from this team.
Oh, Dire with the scan. Not sure who they were trying to spot out, but they're going to find no one. I think it was an attempt to gank the middle lane, but DZ was playing safe, so the attempt would not go through, as Lance taking damage from that miscall. Has to be really careful with that morph. It's going to balance out the strength. Actually, going back to the original stats, he did morph and some extra agility, but just enough to keep himself alive. Candyloon as well, trying to contest that bounty rune alongside Barry, but not really sure if they really want to fight this. Barry just want the bounty rune and he will get it. Now it's a matter of getting away. He's going to kick Kida out of range, but Malefice will keep Barry in place and Kida will take the kill.
A good body block for Crystal Maiden. Not sure that's what Barry wanted, like staying there too long. Like, the reason just walk off, like, okay, let's not contest for this. I'm not sure was it worth it to get the bounty, but as you can see, the Earth Spirit coming with the rolling boulder.
There we go, rolling boulder onto Denise. Great boulder smash as Mozun is in as well. Telekinesis, Fortune's End. Can he get the damage through though? Denise stealing out from the Purifying Flame. Mozun going for that last Purifying Flames, and Denise will be sent to the grave.
A real good rotation from the Earth Spirit and the Oracle to the Meepo, just shutting down Danny. Not giving Danny the room that he wants.
And Denise could not fight because he had already used that poof.
Yep.
So with those skills on cooldown, it doesn't really, you cannot retaliate. Yeah, there's
The
no
only,
fighting
the
chance
only way
at
is
all.
just to escape. You can't do much.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that no rotations came in from Lagenda in an attempt to assist the Meepo, which could have easily turned things around if you had the abandon there. If
Yep.
you had the Enigma there, things would have been way more different. You gave Denise a fighting chance, but it seemed like they did not respond to that. So Denise going down is a big loss for Lagenda.
Yep, a big loss for the Lagenda. As you can see, the top two on the net worth chart is actually the Morphling and the Rubik, followed by the Meepo and the Enigma. So it's like they need to play more careful. They need to buy more time. They need the space.
And now the rotations are coming in from Lagenda. Not really. It's not. It's a bit too late.
Yep, it's definitely too late right now. The Meepo is being forced to just go to the jungle right now, just to farm in the jungle. Not gonna go for anything big. So it's like,
Dennis farming around the shrine, but Barry's going to come in with a rolling boulder. This time, onto No Power. The Apothic Shield will be destroyed immediately. It gets stolen by DDZ. Easy pickup. No, actually, No Power denies himself, but Denise comes in for revenge. He will kill Barry, as Mozun wants to go for Vexus, and he will get the Crystal Maiden, but at the cost of his own lives, as Denise is ready with that poof. Waiting for the Earth by cooldown. Doesn't even need it. Denise with the double, and will pick up the shutdown as well.
they need to be a bit careful with this Meepo, because if they're gonna feed this Meepo with so much kill, it will be an issue later on.
Yeah, Kenny Loon overextending. Does have the static link, but can he survive to deal the damage though? It seems like that won't be the case. No Power coming in time, and Vexus will pick up the kill. As Lance, he will answer with that tier 1 top tower.
Yep,
That is all the Flower Gaming will get.
Morphling getting the top tier 1 tower and a lot of space. Like, the Juggernaut lost the lane right there.
Barry is going to see Mozun, but he does not expect Lance to just waveform right in, and Lance will get an easy 220 gold.
Yep, very aggressive Lance right there. Just seeing the opponent and just jumping in and just wave.
Yeah, and this is the Flower Gaming from previous game. The moment they got the ball rolling, they are not going to stop. And you can see already sieging at the middle lane because the Nis lost control earlier on. There's no way that you can contest the middle lane at all. They're going to have the map open out straight away. Canyon would open things out by killing off Kidao, and that will slow down the progression for the Enigma. And Lagenda, even though it's only 9 minutes in, you can slightly see the cracks
Yep.
on that team.
Yeah, definitely you can see the cracks here and there for Team Lagenda. Like, I think after the first game, it was a momentum drop for them. Like,
Yeah.
a morale drop for them as well. Like, they want to go something unorthodox, but then Flower Gaming, they are just ready for anything.
Yeah, I think Flower Gaming pick a really strong early game comp, as the Black Hole will be committed onto Candy Loon, but they need to kill Candy Loon to make it worth, and yes they will. Denise comes in with the last hit of the shovel, will go on a killing spree.
That's a good kill, but then Danny doesn't have much of the farm and the kills right now. Like, it has a lot of catch up to do. Morphling sitting on top of the chart with 5,600. Like, the one closest is Meepo. There's 1k away, and definitely Meepo has no issue just chasing that. But the rest, you need the items on the Juggernaut and on the Enigma itself.
Danny is definitely suffering right there, but Mozun will deliver his own onto Vexus. As you can see, Candy Loon now starting to turn things around with Eye of the Storm, using the static link onto Kidao. Kidao having problems trying to get away as Candy Loon already absorbing 56 damage, but it's not enough to kill off Kidao. Kidao turns around with that Malefice. Denise goes dominating off screen, comes in for the second pickup, but it's going to be to Kidao that takes the kill, as ZDZ will kill off No Power off screen. But that's a small win for Lagenda.
Yep, a small win. That's the opportunity. That's the chance they need to like capitalize on. Like, every single small mistake Team Flower Gaming does, Lagenda has to capitalize and just make the best out of it. But then they have to sacrifice giving up space against this like very, very fast Morphling. It might just go out of hand.
Yeah, no one is dealing with Lance, and it's a matter of time before Lance gets out of control, because he is a Morphling that has been given the entire top lane on a silver platter, and he just
Yep.
took down the tier 2 in the top side. But it seems like Lance might finally run into Denise, and that might be the kill that Lagenda need as the Earthbind is going to come out. Lance trying to survive, does waveform away. Denise does not have the Blink Dagger to follow out as he's on cooldown. The Morphling will be safe.
Yep. Once the Meeple gets the Blink Dagger right there, it might be a better chance to get that Morphling, but I think the Morphling will survive. If without the team, he might survive, but if the team is there, I think definitely Lance will just turn things around.
It's going to be hard for them to kill off the Morphling convincingly until Denise gets that side of Vice.
Yep. But by the time the Meeple has the side of Vice, Morphling might have Lincoln Spear.
The Earthbind onto Barry, and Barry rolling out in time. So Blink Dagger not showing the impact that it was expected just yet. Flower Gaming respond with a smoke, but Lagenda is going to smoke beside them, and they're going to run into the Radiant immediately. Canny Loon with a great stack storm. Vex to channel that Crystal Nova. Enough to bring Canny Loon low, but not enough to kill off Canny Loon as Barry rolls right in. DDZ on the killing spree. 2 instant kill going over to Flower Gaming. Lagenda, they lose the Meepo in the process as well. And now Kidao is kind of in a tough spot. Not able to join the fight. Danny as well. Still very far behind, only 4.3k net worth, and now Kidao is going to get spotted out. Definitely going to get caught really soon. Barry does have the Maleficent onto him, but Kidao is slowed down. Support is not even near, no power is too far away. Finally gets the miscall in, has the Apothic Shield, but the Apothic Shield gets destroyed right away. Canny Loon will get the 3rd kill off of that long skirmish. Mira might be the 4th. Doesn't even have the borrowed time yet. He's going to turn around with a missed call and kill off Barry. Denise comes back to life, kills off Canny Loon, and they might even kill off Mozun as well. Denise with the double. Lagenda, they strike back.
But there you go, the Morphling. The issue with Team Lagenda is the Morphling. You might get the other teammates away, like the Oracle, Fraser, the Earth Spirit, but you leave the Morphling a lot of space, a lot of time to do his work. Just gonna walk down, go and take down the tower right there.
And Denise with the Blink Dagger now going to work on a killing spree. And that is the momentum swing that Lagenda needs to constantly look for. And Denise has to do the heavy lifting because Danny is ineffective right now.
Yep. Danny is not online yet, so Denise has to do the heavy lifting with all the meeples that he has. Like, you realize since the mid, Denise had the Blink Dagger and tries to go on from the Earth Spirit. Sorry, yeah, the Earth Spirit. It misses that. Flower Gaming just went into a smoke straight away directly to try to counter, to wrap around that meeple.
Yeah.
And then here comes a Lagenda team just at the same time. They did a smoke and walk into the tree line, and just both smoke is popped right there.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that Lagenda walked into Flower Gaming. It could have went a bit different for them, but Vexus will have his face sealed. It does channel Crystal Nova, but there was too much burst coming in. Magic damage will be the downfall of the Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden can't escape, just like he just has to pop the ulti and give it a try. Try to do his best to chip the damage in and try to just hope.
Yeah, Lance just having the game of his life.
Yeah.
9k net worth, Manta style completed, going for the Skadi next. And it's going to be really hard to kill him without that Hex. The Nis has to do more than this, but the team is not keeping up. They're not even responding to that siege until now, which gives Flower Gaming plenty of time to retreat off.
Yep, and another 5 to 10 more minutes. If they do not respond, they will lose the last tower right there.
Yeah, Barry rolling in with a great boulder smash. Candy kills off Vexus straight away. The Black Hole, useless in that fight. Not even getting anyone. Mozun is slow, but he's going to do his best before he goes down. It seems like he won't even take enough damage to die. Barry's going to roll back in, trying to do as much damage as he can as Danny starts the Blade Fury. He will finally kill off the Earth Spirit, but Denise is used up and brought down. Mozun with a double. There's 4 kills for Lagenda, but there's a buyback. 4 kills for Flower Gaming, but a buyback from No Pow. Be to no avail.
Yep, they didn't even manage to take out the Oracle. The Oracle managed to survive on the 4 promises. And it's just bad positioning for Team Lagenda. Like, the Black Hole only managed to catch two
Yeah,
opponents right there.
And that's complete props to Mozun. He sees the black hole, he instantly kills off the Enigma, and that gives Flower Gaming the confidence that they need to start pushing. They finally bring Lance in, at the same time knowing that the Juggernaut has no out and the Juggernaut cannot fight.
Yep, definitely. And Razor has Rod of Atos right now. It's gonna just rod anyone in, cripple them, and just suck the damage away.
Yeah,
It's I think it's just over. Like, no matter how much you can feed the meeple, it's hard for the meeple to carry the whole team.
yeah, and this is what Lagenda needs to do. Just like the previous game. Previous game was Flower Gaming slowing things down.
Yep.
But Lagenda need to do the same right now. You need to get Danny online. You need to get the hex for Denise, and you need the blink, at least the blink dagger on the Enigma. But I believe Enigma might go for the Grease first. Depends on how Kida wants to play this.
Yep.
Because you can easily turn the whole fight around with a single black hole. He's going for the BKB rush, which I'm totally fine with it. Because right now Lagenda, they are not picking the fight. Flower Gaming are the ones starting things off. So you want that big black hole to catch Flower Gaming off guard and potentially turn the tides around, and then BKB will keep you alive.
Like, force the fight from Flower Gaming onto you, and just position your black hole properly.
Yeah,
Definitely, you need to put Kida in a good position and just walk in with that black hole. That's nothing much. That's all.
Aegis now picked up by Lance. Uncontested Roshan. Lagenda, they know that they could not do anything. There was no black hole available, so definitely cannot fight without the black hole. Smoke coming in from Flower Gaming is going to get popped, and there's instant engage onto the Abaddon, but Nopal does have the borrowed time, trying to heal out as much as he can, but he cannot escape this. It's just an instant kill. 5 members strong coming in from Flower Gaming. And remember, Nopal did bot back just now, so it is a dieback for him. 50 seconds on the clock. He cannot do anything before he responds. Lagenda, they might have to just give up this first high ground tower.
Yep. But Flower Gaming, I think they just want to end this thing. They just like, I think that's it. Either you call GG or we just end you. They're gonna force that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were trying to force that, but Lagenda, they still have a really great chance of fighting back because Denise is doing work. Danny as well. The tier 2 in the middle lane was taken down early on, I believe, by Danny, as he is still left unchecked. Flower Gaming, they are not considering him as the biggest threat as of yet. You see, they're letting the Juggernaut do his thing as Lance goes to work on that Rax. Frostbite will come in, Atos as well from the Razor. So it's just going to be a push fest for now. Flower Gaming will take that range Rex as Lance continue doing his work. He does have the Aegis. Going to pop that Manta as well to dispel the Frostbite, as Danny finally going to start TPing away, and there's nothing that Flower Gaming can do to cancel that. However, they do save that high ground tower, which means that it is still a win for Flower Gaming.
It's still a win for Flower Gaming because Danny didn't finish the high ground tower.
Speaking about finishing the tower, Nopal might be finished off. You can see the damage coming in, and they found Denise. Denise, the most important target for Lagenda, is going to get burned down by Lance and Mozun, both of them. So Lance turning into the Meeple, starting to go to work. Still have that Aegis in place. Danny trying to run away, but Lance, as the Meeple, has the Earthbind. DDC going to blink in, use Danny up, and the damage is going to start pouring in. Danny can't even get the Omni Slash off. Denise does buy back. However, Danny does not have his buyback, and that means Lagenda again has to play this for V5.
Definitely it's going to be very dangerous for Team Lagenda. This is it. They need to defend this. If not, they will just crumble after this.
Flower Gaming is going in full offense, knowing that Lagenda has nothing to stop them.
Definitely.
Especially when you force the buyback out of the Meeple. The moment the Meeple dies, it's game over.
Yes. Need to keep the Meeple alive. It's just too strong. This Morphling just got out of control. No one gave it a check. No one come and destroy it. The pressure was not there on the Morphling.
It's your first lane of Rex going over to Flower Gaming, and uncontested as well. Lagenda, they did their best, but their best was just not even close to enough. So Flower Gaming now have free reign over the map. All outer towers have been destroyed. agenda, they might want to consider going for a smoke gang.
Yep.
Because picking off stragglers is the best way to slow the game down. It might not save them the game instantly, but slowing the game is what they need. And we've been repeating that for the past 5 to 10 minutes. It's only 21 minutes in, and the damage that Flower Gaming has dealt across the entire map, it just feels like Flower Gaming have the lead all along. 15k goal advantage.
Yep. With the top 3 on the net worth is all Flower Gaming. You have the Morphling, Rubik, and the Razor there.
Dire's top tower.
Mira
It's a lot of catch-up game.
and Nopal trying to go up against Lance, but Lance has his Skadi completed. AG is still available. He's going to just push the lane on his own. There's nothing that Lagenda can do.
There's nothing much for Lagenda to do, like, but just let it be.
Yeah.
It's too late. It's too late to deal with this Morphling.
But the same way to come, the way to come back still stands. Get a good fight with that black hole.
Yep.
If they get that black hole fight in, they have a chance to turn this around. But Danny is caught out with the silence, and that is a dead Juggernaut. I don't think he has the buyback, and that is the trigger for Flower Gaming to just take things home. 3 instant kills. Enigma has to buy back, and that means that this is the last stand for Lagenda, but it seems like they will fall as the Nice will be the 4th to go down. Black Hole only onto 1, but instant news coming in, and GG. Flower Gaming will welcome Spring and take 6 points in the first series.
A very, very good gameplay from Flower Gaming. Textbook, just basically they know what to do from the start to get-go. Right now, 22 minutes, and it ends the Legends.
Yeah, Legends do bleed, and Flower
Yes.
Gaming did prove that with an even more convincing game to victory. It was Flower Gaming all the way for under 25 minutes.
Yep. That's a very, very good gameplay from Team Flower Gaming. And they just bloom all the way.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the first thing that went wrong for Lagenda was the fact that Denise died in the middle
Yep.
lane that first time to a 3-man gang,
Yes, a
and
three-man
no
gang.
one bothered to respond.
No rotations from the Abaddon or the Crystal Maiden
Yeah.
for the Meepo. There's no one going in to save the Meepo.
And it has been Denise all the way. Like,
Yep.
despite Lagenda losing that game, you have to give Denise props for
Yes.
trying and trying over and over again
He
just
he
to
did-
save the game.
He did all he can.
Yeah.
But I think Flower Gaming did the better game.
Exactly, and they truly deserve that victory. They truly deserve that 6 point.
Yep.
Now tying themselves up with P1 Gaming and Unicorn. But yeah, like I mentioned, it is not about them giving, not about Lagenda
Yep.
ignoring Lance. Lance was not the biggest issue. It was when Denise died, the map got opened up,
Yep.
and Lance had free reign.
Yes. And then it just mow down. Everything just go downwards for Team Lagenda, and like there's no recovery. Even though Team Lagenda Meepo won a couple of fights there, but then it was not. It was too much for Team Flower Gaming. Like they had too much already.
Yeah, one man is not enough to carry all 5 legends.
Yep.
With that being said, that concludes the first series for tonight. Congratulations, Flower Gaming takes 6 points, and Lagenda walk away with nothing. We're gonna go for a short break, and when we come back, it's going to be the Heroes going up against GeekFam.
Yep.
We'll be right back.
We will see you guys after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL Dota 2 Malaysia Singapore Championship Week 1, Day 2. Gonna jump in our second series in a while between Dota Heroes and GeekFam. I'm HusKKiee and this is Uwu the Magical.
Yup, I'm Uwu the Magical, and we had just run through the first 2 games, which is Team Lagenda going up against Flower Gaming. What a good game from Team Flower Gaming. Did all they can and all they know to go up against Lagenda and getting that 6 points in the standings.
Yeah, Flower Gaming had a rough start in Game 1, but they had a great recovery as well, and Game 2 was just Flower Gaming all the way.
Yup.
Lagenda were not able to adapt to Game number 2.
Yes,
They had the pick to turn the tides around. However, it was not able to be utilized because of how Flower Gaming was playing. We talked about how they were super aggressive,
Yup.
and they showed it. But we're going to put Game 1 behind our backs and focus on the upcoming series. It's going to be between Dota Heroes and GeekFam.
Yup, definitely Dota Hero was a GeekFam. This is somewhat Malaysian. Gonna take a look cause it's GeekFam playing against Dota Hero. One of the favorites they were looking for.
Oh yeah, and I believe that we had a talk over dinner. You were mentioned that GeekFam
Yup.
is coming in with a new roster.
Yup, a
Yeah.
new lineup actually they came in with, and it's a shuffle up. It is something that they want to do before going for the qualifiers for the Road to TI.
Oh yeah, GeekFam, I think one of the players that kind of still stayed is
Yup.
is Brian.
Ryan, yup.
The rest is, for example, Alacrity was with Low Tech before
Tech.
this. KYXY, I believe, was it Battle Arena Elite?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is with the Battle Arena. Like,
Then you have Tino and Shanks, and for the side of Dota Hero, you have Chidori.
Yup.
One of the superstars, I think, that needs no introduction.
yes. And then you have the rest of the teammates, which is, it just stands out. Like, you have, as we can see, most of them is in the team. You have Zeal, you have UMAC Bro, you have Shady, you have Ben, and all of this, they just stand out
Yeah.
from themselves in the team itself. Coming up with Chidori, it's
Yep.
a good synergy.
And there's also one player we left out. This is for GeekFam, so Alacrity. Also from BAE, I believe. Did Alacrity alongside, I believe, KYXY.
KYXY.
Is to, I think, we don't need to introduce them. They are the considered one
They are
of
some of the
the
household
oldest,
names.
yeah,
Yup.
the oldest veterans in the Malaysian scene, domestic scene. Excuse me. So this is what is going to make it interesting, because GeekFam, like you said, new roster that we might not have seen much of,
Yup.
and then you have Dota Hero, where the name is always around, but does the performance stand up to their heroic team name?
Yep, definitely we will see it in this bowl before the Super Bowl ESL MYSG Championship. You definitely want to see these 2 teams, the new, like the roster, fight up each other. This is what we're gonna see. This is what people want to expect.
Yeah.
Before like going up more and more.
And because so far we've played 3 series, 2
Yes.
yesterday and just now we finished 1, and all of the series ended 6-0.
Yep.
Like, I want to see a draw. I want to
Yes.
see these 2 teams really just butt head, and it all comes down to that one single team fight. For example, at like 40 minutes, that
Yes.
to end it all. Because I'm not saying that the other games were underwhelming, but it's more like one team just completely dominating the series.
Yes.
So I want to see these 2 teams, or whoever is playing, just show more fight. I want them to see them clap back.
More, how to say, aggressiveness for both team. Like, it's going to be a back-to-back real fight. Like, it's going to be a slugfest. Just keep on fighting back and forth, and we can't really find out answer until one big final fight they have, and it will answer everything off.
Nope, it seems like Game 1 will answer our qualms, as the picks and bets are ready. Let's go into it. This is Dota Hero versus GeekFam.
Yep. Dota Heroes and GeekFam. GeekFam first banning off the Oracle and the Darkseer. Dota Hero, on the other hand, banning off the Magnus, Sven, and the Lashra. Some of the bans that we've been looking up, like Oracle has been banned, Nyx Assassin has been like 100% banned off.
Oh,
Bounty
Bounty
Hunter.
Hunter.
Get off from the ban list and finally gets pick up.
Yeah, Bounty Hunter finally going through. We are going to see the power of the Bounty Hunter, because in 7.21D, Bounty Hunter has a 53% win rate.
Yes.
And that is insanely high for a hero such as Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, it doesn't really need to farm because it just farm off the hero.
Yeah, steals your unreliable goal.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
reliable goal? Unreliable goal?
It will steal off your
Unreliable goal.
unreliable goal.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
it's
it
unreliable.
is unreliable goal.
Right, because reliable goal doesn't make sense. It means
Yeah.
that whatever you farmed out is...
Yeah, that's but you realize that unreliable.
Yeah, so unreliable goals.
You know the good guy? Bounty Hunter is a good guy. They just stick the unreliable things away.
So
from you.
he's Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max Ginada. Yeah, because and actually I like the new Ginada simply because of how it changes Bounty Hunter's playstyle. Normally you go for like Max Shuriken Toss.
Yep.
You just want that burst, but
10 seconds
right now
remaining.
Max Ginada, you actually accomplish more.
Yep.
That you do damage,
5 seconds
you still
remaining.
go, and it requires no mana.
It's logic. The more damage you do, the more gold you earn.
I mean, you know, 120 bonus damage
Per
that
hit.
requires 0 mana.
Yeah, per hit.
Right.
Team pick.
Like at each time it's cooldown, you refresh back. You just hit another one, you get 120 goals.
Yeah, exactly. So Bat Rider as well, one of the heroes that finally went through.
Yep.
GeekFam is going to pick it up and show us how to properly toss a lasso out. So Dota hero now, I want to see how they respond to this because Leshrac was banned out.
Yep.
And I was looking at Leshrac
10
as one of the
seconds
picks that
remaining.
Dota hero might want to consider, but since they already banned out that particular
5
hero,
seconds remaining.
they it's going to be a bit different. Because if you see an Earthspirit and Bat Rider, you have to start thinking, Bounty Hunter is not going to stand a chance against this dude.
Yep.
Especially against Bat Rider, where Bounty Hunter has to get close. So what can I do to supplement that Bounty Hunter? I cannot go for something like a Crystal Maiden. It's too
Nope.
risky. You get run over. Do I want to risk an unorthodox pick? Do I want to go for something like a Warlock? Do I want to stick with the support, for example, Sand King as well? If you want to throw Sand King to support, do I want to go for an Undying support? There's so many questions that has to be answered by Dota Hero, and it's evident because they are investing time into this second pick.
Dire team ban.
Morphling, a picker for Morphling, not really sure an early reveal there. I was thinking of a Shadow Demon.
Oh yeah.
A Shadow Demon to counter the Bat Rider and Earth
Team
Spirit.
ban.
But it is still early in the phase right now.
Yeah.
OD has been banned off by Dota Hero there. But it is still early in the phase. They might pick that the Shadow Demon later.
Yeah, OD, one of the hardest hitter against a Morphling. You drop the hammer, Morphling disappears.
Yep, definitely you want to pick an OD. You can go for an OD on
10
GeekFam
seconds
on
remaining.
to counter off the Morphling, but
Yeah,
5
OD is banned out.
seconds remaining.
So that ban is very straightforward from Dota
Yep.
Hero. But you did point out that do you really want to review the Morphling that early?
yes.
And for me, I think it
Dire
is
team
okay.
ban.
Morphling is one of these picks, just like Phantom Lancer, which was banned out, can be reviewed early if you have a game plan that centralizes around it. And that also includes the support that you picked, the heroes that you picked, for example, and also the heroes that was already banned out.
Yep.
And if it hits the perfect spot, you can reveal your position 1 immediately without having to worry too much.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
bear in mind, you're going up against GeekFam, a lineup that is
5
quite
seconds
strong right
remaining.
there, even though this is a new reshuffle. But you don't really want to put that out going up against GeekFam. Not to underestimate Dota Hero, but don't take the risk yet.
Yeah.
It's the first game.
Yeah, and I think GeekFam, from that ban onto the Vengeful Spirit, is a very clear indicator that they want to utilize the Bat Rider to its
Yep.
fullest. Because now you don't have the Nyx, you don't have the Darkseer, you don't have the Oracle, and you don't have the Vengeful Spirit.
Yep.
You don't have the OD. Bat Rider is going to have
Radiant team
a decent time,
Yes.
and you ban out the Tide Hunter as well. So you're essentially shutting down as much opportunity as possible for Dota Hero to
Dire
strike
team
back when you go for pickoff.
Spirit.
And now GeekFam will lock in the Ember Spirit. This is going to make things even harder for Dota Hero, especially when you're running something like a Bounty Hunter and a Morphling.
Yep. It'll be a bit hard for Dota Hero to like play around, but definitely I believe with the Bounty Hunter early, just roam around, get as
10
much money he
seconds
can. It will help out the team a bit later on.
And then
5
there's a
seconds
slight problem
remaining.
with there's a weakness from Bounty Hunter. You reveal him early, and suddenly people will start playing around a Bounty Hunter and shutting him down because there's not really a clear target for Bounty Hunter to consistently go on to. Dota Hero now, since they already have the Morphling, the off lane, I don't know. The TIE Hunter is banned out.
Yep.
Do you want to go for something like a Doombringer? Do you want to go for something, for example, like a Centaur Warrunner? I think a Pango. I don't know. I was putting Pango in the equation, but I'm not sure if Pango is really the right choice. Because if they pick Pango, GeekFam can respond with a puck, and suddenly you're in deep trouble.
Yeah, you're definitely in deep water right there. Lion pickup, okay.
Yeah, okay.
A decent pickup.
Yeah, I like the Lion pickup.
Yep.
It will slow down. It actually poses a threat to all three heroes.
Yes, it poses a big threat to all three heroes.
Especially Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit is strong in fighting. It's really hard to catch. But once you catch him,
it is basically easy to put out the Ember right there.
Yeah. Extinguish the flames.
Yeah, extinguish the flames with the Morphling water.
5 seconds.
Yeah,
Spitting the water onto it. It's like,
well, theoretically, I mean, Morphling does beat out Ember.
yeah.
Given the
okay, that.
Oh yeah, there we
it-
go. Ancient apparition. I think
Yep.
we didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Spectacular counter to Morphling.
Yep, definitely you can't shave your agility or strength. It just forces you to like, okay, let's just hope that I don't die on the threshold.
Yeah,
10
freeze
seconds remaining.
Morphling.
Yep. Easy ancient
Seconds
oppression. Because if you do land that ultimate onto that Morphling is practically almost dead.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, there is one hero that can still be considered the Brewmaster.
Yep, I was thinking the Brewmaster, but then it looks... If you have the Brewmaster, I just wish that GeekFam go TZ and pick the Storm Spirit so you get all the pandas. You have the Earth Emperor, Panda, and then you have the Storm Spirit. Just walk down, all 5 pandas just walk down mid.
So
It's like a zoo. It's like a petting zoo with a bat.
Radiant
Animal
team
Kingdom.
banned.
Let's go.
Juggernaut.
It's the fam.
there we go.
GeekFam.
Oh god, it's going to be a long night. So Juggernaut will be picked, and that means Morphling is going middle lane.
Yep.
That's your position 2 Morphling.
Yep. You're gonna put the Morphling in mid against high possibility chance is gonna be
Ember, yeah.
Ember.
10 seconds remaining.
You can still flick.
Unless
5
it
seconds.
wouldn't work if they
I think if you are a Geek fan right now, you should be happy. We should be content with that team.
Yeah.
It does not have the consistent DPS.
Yes.
It's all. I mean, if they fight a dragged out fight,
Yeah.
GeekFam can dish out the damage. But now they need someone who can provide that consistent damage.
Yes.
Someone like Alina. Someone like I don't know. Do they want to go for Viper? Is actually not bad.
Viper is not.
Yeah, there we go. Doombringer banned out.
Yep.
It's pretty obvious. I think the Doombringer ban is
Dire
Decent?
team
decent. I honestly did wish, or actually, or at least hope that Dota Hero would have the Doombringer in.
Yep.
Because it will help them a lot if the game goes right. But now with Doombringer off the table, GeekFam with a really smart ban there.
Yep.
Dota Hero ban out the Razor.
Yeah, definitely you do not want
10 seconds remaining.
the sap of the damage onto the Juggernauts or the Morphling
Radiant
from
team
Razor.
So there we go. Puck still going through. But it's on to Dota Hero. And the Dream Coil. Yeah, Dream Coil onto Earth and Bat Rider.
Yep. So that means it's going to be a puck mid and safely Morph offlane
Offlane
Juggernaut.
yeah. Who is going to start the fight?
Definitely puck going to like
10
initiate, but
seconds
then
remaining.
I don't know, I think
GeekFam will force
5
the
seconds
fight
remaining.
onto Dota Hero.
yeah. GeekFam.
GeekFam definitely want to force the fight.
I think
onto-
GeekFam can still pick like either a position 1 or position 2. It's either
Yeah,
or.
either one should be fine for them because they can just like play around with the lineup they have, like Earth Spirit, Amber Spirit, Bad Rider, Ancient Apparition, could be a Storm Spirit. Just saying.
Storm.
you could have the all three.
Yeah,
Spirit
but I mean, if
brothers.
you see Puck, I'm
Yeah,
not sure
that-
if you really want to go for
yeah,
not really that viable. But speaking about Storm, he did get a slight buff. Electric Vortex now
Yep.
has a longer pull distance.
yeah, longer suction right there.
I still cannot get over how crappy it is when you use the electric vortex and the animation is just
that,
horrendously slow
yeah.
because it slows you down. But GeekFam will pick that TA.
Finally the TA that we are waiting for.
Yeah, we've been talking about TA
the
since
stacking
yesterday.
of the skill, the melt skill is like it's so disgusting to see a TA stacking that.
Oh yeah, we've been expecting we've been talking about how TA is going to make it
Yep.
into one of these games, and GeekFam is going to deliver it to us in the hands of Lagenda himself.
I think they will go like no mercy and just go all out on the first game. It will be a fun game. Like watching this lineup, it's going to be a very fun game to watch.
Yeah, definitely fun. I
Yeah.
mean, we've been hyping it up on social media, saying how stacked they
Yes.
was. Maybe the previous series did not turn out to be as intense
Yeah,
As
got
a-
bamboozled.
as we initially predicted it to be. But
Yep.
I'm pretty sure this series in particular is going to be more explosive.
Yep, it
The-
is definitely going to be more explosive.
We've been having slow games.
Yes.
Yeah, but but it's how the current meta works. Games are slower, but proactiveness is more rewarding.
yes.
It's a matter of if you still want to be that proactive.
Yep, definitely being proactive is good, but then it tones down on the speed of the fight. Like it tones down the whole momentum and the tempo and everything. So it is best if we go into the game and just watch the starting of this game.
Yeah, it's gonna
GeekFam
see.
versus Dota Hero.
There we go.
Game one.
Tips coming up.
Yes.
Missing
There you go.
Dota.
This is how you know the game is going to be good.
Yes.
When people start tipping each other. What do you call willingly?
Yeah.
You know, not after when they kill someone. You know,
Yeah.
just-
So it will be a bit interesting as is this what I'm seeing? Mid Morphling?
yeah. I mean, mid morphling is.
Yeah. I was expecting the puck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have the puck, so that it's okay. You give the room to the
30
Morphling, but
seconds to battle.
I do believe the Morphling needs help later on.
I think morphling. Yeah, morphling against TA.
Yep.
TA is going to blow through him, but you can see that GeekFam just exerting control over the boundary rune as much as they can, especially when you look at the top side. It's Earth Spirit and Bad Rider. There's nothing much you can do.
Yeah, the Panda and the Batman right
Look
there.
at how far Bun is being forced back.
Yeah, it's showing like in the animal kingdom you might be the lion, but I am the bat.
Oh, speaking of that, that will take away that bounty rune.
Yes.
KYXY.
KYXY, let's hope he doesn't deny that bounty rune right there. So as we go in,
This guy is toxic. Someone report him. He's been flaming the players for 2 days, 2 days straight. So bounty
it is in the night. Let's see as the bounty is getting zoned all right there by the ancient oppression, and the Amber is just gonna duke it out with the puck.
Yeah, the Ember Spirit is going to work. But you can see the chilling touch from the AA.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the new chilling touch. It's like combining sniper as a take aim
Yep.
with extra damage. But Lagenda is taking so much damage from Zeal early on.
Okay. Let's talk about this TA because it went straight away for the passive, for the extra just to split.
Yeah, I think that's what that's the standard build for TA.
Yeah. So it's like when you go for the split, you don't have your first skill that
Oh,
to
yeah.
block off any damage. So you will be taking a bit of damage in the early game. It's fine. You just need to survive until you get your skill, other of the skill level up. You should be fine.
Yeah, because normally you want to go for level 2, level 3 side blade.
Yes.
And Chidori, with has 6 stacks of that napalm, it's just level 1.
Yep. Those stacks, as you can see right now.
Yeah,
Finally.
It's expected. Alacrity just dealing insane damage to that Morphling.
Yep. And to whoever is playing like TA and wants to learn about TA, it's fine to get some damage in the early game. You do fine later on, and you can see the Bounty Hunter taking the goal away, the unreliable goal away from the Amber Spirit.
But they're definitely suffering a bit with the Chilling Touch just doing so much damage. Zeal still wanted to contest that creep wave. He's going to get his deny, but Lacri just pumping his own damage in. That Morphling is really having a tough time, especially when you have the refraction stacks on the TA. You don't do damage to him, he doesn't care, and he gains extra damage. The refraction stacks.
Gain damage right there, 50 damage right there he gains for that few instance.
Yeah, but you can see the Bounty Hunter just trying to take away as much go as he can. The Lacri will get that first rune. It's going to be an Envy rune. Meanwhile, Bun can run away from that. Taking Napalm as the Illusory Orb will come in from you, Matt Bro. But here we go. There is your cold feet onto the puck, and the puck might go. No! Face shield comes out, but Brian will still draw first blood.
Poof you might go, but poof you are.
Now the Bounty Hunter gets his return kill. Actually has the Shuriken toss for level 2. So it's a great trade back right there. Actually, I would say that is a win if you are Dota here right now, because Bounty Hunter is the one who cashed in. And Zeal, dropping low, has to consume that Fairy Fire. Gotta be really careful with those side blades. Bounty Hunter gets a double, killing off the Ember, and that's a wonderful start for Dota Hero.
Definitely a good start for Dota Hero, like getting the Amber Spirit right there. It is a slight rough, maybe a slight few mistakes in the early game, but then nonetheless, it is still back and forth. The goal is still there. Amber Spirit, Earth Spirit try to come in with the Rolling Thunder, try to like the voting, try to get a gang onto the Morphling, but just miss it by a bit. But it's still fine. It's still fine. It's still early in the game, and this is what we were looking for. We were looking for some action in the early of the stage.
Yeah, you can see that KYXY just being an annoyance in the top lane. He doesn't have that much last hit, slightly behind the Juggernaut, but he's doing a lot. It's causing a lot of problem. And here we go. There is your Rolling Boulder coming in, trying to deal some damage onto the power, and you Mad Bro might just go down again, and he will. The Ember Spirit will cut him down.
This Morphling needs to be a bit more careful. But let's talk about that part. It sounds like you can't really escape from the Ancient Impression first skill, because like if you get that onto you and you go poof.
There we go. Zeal might just go push, trying to morph his Strain, but Strain is going to run out. Great Adaptive Strike to push Alacrity back. You see the TP actually gets cancelled from one of the things, I believe is the Lion, but Alacrity just pushing Zeal back again and again.
Like I was saying about the puck, if it goes poof, it stays at the same spot. It doesn't move away until you come back into reality and you move away. That might be the time needed for you to get stunned right there.
Yeah, and
right
to
now
have a Rolling Boulder again. This time they're going for Shady, and Shady might just drop dead, and there's 3 members on top of him. And you will have the Ember Spirit picking things up. KYXY goes for the Battle Room. He does get it, but Firefly will run out, and that means it's back to the ground he goes. Shishirori tries to look for that last hit. TP's gonna come in, Shrine will get activated, and KYXY decides his turn. It might be time to turn things around. But no, they're gonna let it slip, and you do walk away with the Bounty Rune.
Really lucky Bat Rider right there, putting down some of those. First skill on top of the Lion and the Juggernaut, slowing them down slightly and giving them the opportunity to at least escape and activate the Shrine.
Again, the Searing Chains onto Shady, and Shady might die once more. That's a tip from Brian just to cash in that money.
Brian, and the Amber Spirit tipping there, showing that you do not come into our land.
Zeal trying to get away. The courier a bit mismanagement from the micro, but that Morphling is just being punished. You can see 40 last hits to 12. Zeal is just not having a good time at all. Alacrity has total control over that middle lane.
Yeah, definitely Alacrity on the TA doing really good, but this Bat Rider is in trouble.
Nope, KYXY He might be lucky the last time, but since at this time it might not be the case, uses that Firefly trying to get to safety, but Bun does get his right clicks through.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Zeal still not out of the woods. Alacrity just trying to find the right angle, but Zeal desperately denying all those creeps. Alacrity is just taking 0 damage. The reflection stacks blocks every single one of those tower shots.
Definitely a real good play from Alacrity. Just like doesn't want this Morphling to get online at all. It tries to pressure as much as he can, like to push this Morphling away.
Here we go again. Zeal just suffering so much. He finally takes out the refraction stack, but refraction comes off cooldown. Great adaptive strike to push Alacrity back. TP finally comes in. Alacrity does not have the mana, but can they get the kill though? Chidori is here. He does have the Omni Slash and he's going to use it, but the low attack speed means that he's going to bounce back to the creep wave. That's a wasted Omni Slash right there. And GeekFam, they will instantly respawn with TPs on their own.
Yep, a real good try from Juggernaut trying to kill off this day, but it's too heavy.
Yeah, Zeal just being pressured again and again. Meanwhile, the Earth Spirit is kind of in danger. Brian does kill off the Morphling. Not really sure how he got that kill, but yeah, Zeal is just... they might want to consider swapping the puck to the middle lane this time.
He's just out of position, just that.
Yeah,
I think Zeal should have noticed with the information that he has really, like, you saw the team TP in for team GeekFam, and that, right, time to back off, time to really back off all the way.
yeah, hacks onto Brian. Brian does go down to Zeal, gets a kill, and that missed chance. Alacrity must be beating himself over that, and now he is in danger. That distract comes in, pushes him really far back. There's your Psionic Trap though. Zeal now taking damage. He morphs into Alacrity to gain that refraction stacks. They don't get the kill onto the TA, but they do walk away with one of their own. As you can see, Bounty Hunter coming right back. Shang trying to walk into range, but he's into tower range at the same time.
Yep.
Alacrity is managing to stay safe. Bun might come back for round number 2 though. You can see them wrapping around. Meanwhile, Brian is also trying to save that TA. The hacks will come through as Shans comes in with the damage. Alacrity does pick up Bun and he might not even go down. Shang's trying to look for his kill, but no! Alacrity walks away with his life.
Yep, Alacrity playing the best of what he can, but it's too much. Team Dota hero can't find a solution. As you can see, 2 wards is actually put in the middle lane. Just to give the information, Dota hero needs to take down this TA. There's one there, and another one is near the jungle between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower.
Yeah, and meanwhile, off screen, Chidori, I believe, did take down the Ember Spirit. There we go, Ice Blast coming in. Leave it. Oh, he's actually going to hit the Morphling. He didn't really dodge it with the waveform, but it should be enough.
Yeah,
he should have enough health to survive. Now Chidori is under pressure. There's a TP coming in from the Ember, I believe. He does have the Medallion of Courage as the next batch of bounty runes will spawn. Chidori is all alone. I don't think he can contest this. Does expand the Blade Fury. Doesn't even get the bounty rune. And that's unfortunate for the Juggernaut right there. Searing Chains comes in. Chidori will get this one. But in return, you can see KYXY takes down Bun by running him down with the Firefly. 5 will take away that Invi rune.
Yep, GeekFam is playing on what they want it to be, the plan they have.
Now 5 now being engaged on by Shanks.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Waiting for the backup to come in, but
Yep,
it does have the Invi rune, so...
But the Juggernaut is around there. Here comes the Ancient Oppression. They might go on this Juggernaut.
Yeah, he does not have the Blade Fury and he will shatter. Easy kill.
Yup, the Juggernaut will be brought down right there with a good combination from the Chain and the ultimates coming in from the Ancient Oppression. So, a good pickup right there for GeekFam. They are on a roll. They still have the momentum on their head. Puck has to rotate to the safe lane and the Juggernaut going off lane. It shows something that they are getting pressure. They want to switch things up. Right now, the TA is going to go for the Blink Dagger next.
Yeah, and it's a really smart choice. You get the Blink Dagger, suddenly you can just destroy the line. You can just destroy the Bounty Hunter if you catch him.
if you
He
can
might-
catch the bounty hunter, you definitely can destroy it. The lion as well.
Yeah, maybe the gang coming in. Oh no, Bun reveals himself. And Shady does the same as well, walking under that sentry. The observer will be dropped by GeekFam. That will provide them the information that they need. Meanwhile,
Dire's top
seems like
tower
UMAD
is
bro
under attack.
can't even fight KYXY as KYXY just takes control of the entire creep wave. The Earth Spirit is nearby to provide the support, but TP actually does come in from Dota Hero. However, they're too far to put anything off. That's going to be Shady coming in.
Yeah, I don't think it is much damage. They have much damage to like take this Bat Rider down. Because
Dire's
do bear in
middle
mind, the
tower
Earth
is under
Spirit is
attack.
nearby to support this. But another TP is coming in from
Yeah.
Lion. Might have enough damage.
KYXY with the Firefly is going to fly into that jungle. His TP score just came back up, and there's no way that Dota Hero is going to catch him.
Yep, definitely they might not want to catch, but they are gonna catch Dory out of position.
Yeah, Chidori trying to run away. Does have the only set, but he gets
Ooh.
silenced and he'll be shattered by Brian. Bro coming into hell, but it feels like the only thing he's helping is helping GeekFam to get a second kill. GeekFam gets 2.
Yep, definitely a bad positioning for Shidori, and UMAD both just TPing, just not making it happen.
Yeah, you can. Props to that geometric grip. The silence was the one that sealed the
Yep,
fight.
the Earth Spirit like it has good knowledge of like what to do.
And now GeekFam is showing the
Dire's
prowess.
bottom tower is under
Minor
attack.
3k goal lead as Chidori will TP back into lane. You can see that he really wants to get something done.
Yeah, Chidori tries to keep on the pressure onto the Amber Spirit, but it's hard because I don't think they noticed there's a ward at the Secret Shop jungle.
Yeah, great smoke, and again, cold feet ice plus lasso. Chidori dying over and over again. Brian with the pickup once more.
Yep. That bot is
Radiant's
actually
middle
giving a
tower
lot
is
of
under
information. As you can see, GeekFam plays 2 aggressive bots in the jungle, one in the Secret Shop side, one in the top side near the shrine. It gives information like, who are there? Is there any teammates nearby? Are they safe to do a gang or any attacks right now? That is the information they needed.
Yeah, and GeekFam is just doing everything right. Dora Hero weren't able to leverage on that lineup, and seems like they just
Dire's
don't know
bottom
what to
tower
do.
is under
Yep.
attack.
Desolator now
Desolator is
for
out.
Alacrity.
It will get scary right now because like it
Yeah.
took 1 second for Alacrity to just clear that wave.
Yeah, it's
It-
going to be a 2-shot.
Yep.
If he gets that blink.
Dire's
Now
top
Alacrity is
tower
going to
is
easily
under
take the tower. The cliff does get forced out. Dreamcore as well. Bun coming in, but he gets silenced, and Alacrity will delete him instantly. Omni Slash will get used. Silence onto Alacrity, but Alacrity somehow will survive. Uses the refraction stacks, but that stacks will now wear off. They did get a shutdown. Chidori with the credit. Ice pass onto 2 from Brian. Zeal does stay alive with the mob, but he cannot do anything as KYXY comes in for the pickup. 2 kills over to GeekFam so far. Can they get more? UMAD Bro will be the 3rd. Illusory Orb does allow him to jaunt away, but there is 2 kills going over to GeekFam immediately. And GeekFam coming out on top.
Yep, GeekFam, even though they lost a TA, but they managed to get 4 kills right there. And another kill. Lion.
Oh no, might be a 5th Bun with that hex.
And
there we
there
go.
goes the Lion.
Yeah, he just came back and he died again.
GeekFam is just on the road. They just like, they are doing what they need to do, which is just stop what the whole team wants to achieve. Space and opportunity. GeekFam has done it all. They have stopped Dota Hero to get off those.
Radiant structures
And right
are
now the
fortified.
bounty is up. Itemization for GeekFam is doing good. They have a beauty on the Bat Rider, but this Morphling gets
no.
slashes by the Amber Spirit.
Yeah, that's a solo kill some more. Oh god, Zio only 4.2. Okay, that is, if you're a Morphling and you're in that position, you are in big trouble.
Yes, definitely in
Radiant
big
are
trouble
scanning.
because fire bits off the water. It's just too out of control.
So now Alacrity and the rest of GeekFam will start on that Roshan. There we go, the Mal stacks. Being laid onto Roshan as Shanks is a bit too late to the party. Will witness Alacrity taking the Aegis away.
That stack is actually really painful up against the team for Dota Hero, because as you see, if you were to have that stack on Lion, Bounty or Puck, they are almost just gone.
Yeah. So now GeekFam will get the final outer tier tower. Dora Hero still trying to respond. Now seems like the target might be the Ember Spirit. Chidori is ready to fight. He knows Shady is by his side, but you can see the Ember Spirit just waltzing around with the sleight of fist, and Dora Hero, they immediately call it off. Searing Chain's gonna lock down the Bounty Hunter, but not enough to kill him.
I think that right now the Morphling.
Yeah, Morphling is dead again, shattered by that Ice Blast. Bun is there to provide a backup, but it's not enough. Lasso plus Ice Blast is just enough damage to kill off a Morphling.
Yes, definitely is more than enough to kill off that Morphling. I can't think of an answer right now.
Yeah, KYXY now joining the party, trying to go for Chidori, but Chidori is forced to TP out. Solar Crest onto the Ember as well. And you can just see GeekFam extending that lead. Now they have a 11k goal advantage.
Yep. Like, they have to get the Morphling online. They have to have the Juggle not online. They need the Puck to be online. Puck is still like a bit far away from the Blink Dagger. And
yeah,
it's just 11k go up ahead for Team GeekFam. It's in their advantage.
yeah, and Alacrity even picks up the diffuser. It's going to be even harder for Dota Hero, but Dota Hero can smoke out and go for flank. This has to work out for them. It might be the window of opportunity to come right back. GeekFam, they have no idea at all, and that means the Earth Spirit is going to get called out. They're going to engage onto him straight away. Great first kill. The Ice Blast will miss completely, and Chidori will use that Omni Slash onto KYXY, but Alacrity will come in to split out the damage. Zero will join the fight, but Brian is there. Meanwhile, Ember Spirit picks off Shady and gets a double instant buyback from Shady, but he might not be able to join the fight in time as Alacrity picks off the third onto Chidori. Catastrophic fight from Dota Hero.
Alacrity, that stack that we were discussing earlier on. As you can see, how fast did Alacrity just demolish the Juggernaut? Just take down the Juggernaut.
They used two big ultimates for an Earth Spirit. They used the Dream Coil and the Omni Slash. No, they used the Dream Coil for the Earth Spirit, the Omni Slash on the KYXY, but yeah, the Juggernaut is not fat enough.
Yep. It's too out of control right now. The TA is gonna go for the Manta Star and soon gonna go for the Butterfly. It's just over if you have that items online on the TA.
Yeah, and GeekFam now 14k goal advantage just keeps growing bigger and bigger for the Radiant and Dota Hero.
Just a taunt right there, just waiting for the creep to reach and like strike.
Yeah, Alacrity is gonna take on a tower for sure as Motor Smash does miss, and you can see hit spike and hacks onto KYXY. Chidori going to work, but there is the Firefly, and KYXY actually is going to get out with his life. Chidori couldn't even get the Bat Rider. Envy Room will be picked up by the Ember Spirit. And GeekFam, they just get everything that they need. Blink Dagger finally purchased by you, Matt Bro, but
might be too late.
A bit too late for the Puck at this moment.
He can go in for a Blink fight, Dream Call, but I don't see him like surviving.
But almost gets out, but I believe he dies to an instant melt.
Instant melt right there, melts you down like butter. And as you can see right now, the Bounty Hunter is trying to snipe the courier, but then I don't think the courier is going that way.
And Bounty Hunter has lost its effectiveness. Now BKB to KYXY. The Bat is just running around the map. So Dota Hero will lose that tier 2 bot.
Definitely right now Dota Hero is not in a good position. They need to shut down this Amber and the Templar Assassin. If not, that's it.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fast game for GeekFam at this point, as
Yep.
they're just doing whatever they want to Dota Hero. You can see the amount of damage from one side of face. There we go. That destroy onto the Ember Spirit. The lasso actually catches onto the Juggernaut, and again Chidori instantly forced to buy back. This might be Dota Hero's last stand as Ember Spirit gets the second onto the Lion. Now Bun does not have the buyback. You can see Blink in Great Waning Rift onto 3 members of GeekFam, but that strike comes out onto the Ember Spirit, but the damage is just not there. Dota Hero does not have any damage. Now Zeal gets caught out. Look at the Mel stacks now coming through. The silence means no more. Shady trying to run away. Instant 3, make it 4 for GeekFam, and it's GG. Dota
GG
Hero,
is
they
being
have
called.
to call it.
Yep. Definitely a real good gameplay from Dota Hero. Not taking that away from them, but GeekFam has the better hand. GeekFam comes in with a better lineup. And an issue that I'm gonna highlight is like Dota Hero doesn't have a hero to stand in front.
Oh yeah, you got that right. You were saying how GeekFam will be the one starting the fights.
Yep.
GeekFam will be taking the action to Dota Hero, and they were doing that all this while.
Definitely, with those lineup, as you can see, they're just gonna force a fight after fight.
Yep.
You have an Ancient Oppression, you have a Bat Rider, an Earth Spirit. This kind of hero has a lot of rotation. Just one of the stacks onto any hero, and the boulders coming in from the Earth Spirit. That's it.
Yeah, but it's just Alacrity doing most of the work. You
Yep.
can see how he took control of the middle lane. He literally destroyed Zeal,
Yep.
and he was unstoppable. No one could stop him. Dota Hero's best chance at getting back into the game was actually their wraparound smoke.
Yes.
But the amount of resources they blew on the Earth Spirit rendered them ineffective throughout the rest of the fight.
Too much resources has been used on the Earth Spirit right there.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with you that that's the only chance, that's the window they need. But even though with the gang from the Bounty Hunter and everything to try to stop the TA in the mid lane with the double ward right there, it is still not enough.
Yeah, game 1 was definitely not enough for Dota Hero, but there's still game 2. But
Yep.
before that, we'll go on a short break and we'll be right back.
Join us after this short break and we'll be talking about the next game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL Dota 2 Malaysia Singapore Championship Week 1 Day 2, as we are going to be inbound for our last game between Dota Heroes and GeekFam. I'm HusKKiee and this is the Magical.
Yep, we are gonna go for the last game of today. Will be GeekFam going up against Dota Hero. We have seen just now almost a one-sided game for GeekFam.
I think
They just did what the textbook tell them to do.
Yeah, the entire night has been one-sided.
Yeah.
Even the first series between Lagenda and Flower Gaming was one-sided.
They were a bit slight of chance there for Lagenda, but then it was too much.
Yeah, but the previous game, the first game between Dota Hero and GeekFam was just utterly one-sided. We'll see if Dota Hero can turn this around because the picks and bans are ready.
Yes.
So we jump right in and see what tricks they will bring out of their sleeves this time. But seems like GeekFam will get the Earth Spirit once more, as the bans will vary a bit this time. Dota Hero banning out the Ember, the Bounty Hunter, the Nyx, whereas GeekFam will take away Darkseer, Oracle, and Shadow Shaman.
Definitely, it's a safe pickup from GeekFam, picking up that Earth Spirit as that what they want. But a tiny pickup from Dota Hero leaking out. They realized the issue was the Ember Spirit, because it does deal a lot of damage in the early game with the shackles and everything, the Searing Chain. Straight up Vengeful Spirit after the tiny.
Yeah, Vengeful Spirit, it's very common. That's the if those two are in the same lane, it's a kill lane. So I don't know. The Ember Spirit, I don't think the Ember Spirit was the biggest problem. It only
the
became
biggest was.
Yeah, I think the Ember Spirit only became a problem because they let it out of they were not able to contain it.
They let it be a problem.
Yeah, because the issue was mid lane most of the time, and it's because they lost control of mid lane, they lost control of the rest of the game. So I'm surprised to see the Ember first ban. I don't know. Feels like the Ember could have been let through or be picked out again.
could just let it through, but then I think for Dota Hero, they just want to play it safe.
Yeah,
they want to play it safe. They don't want to go up against the same Ember Spirit, but I don't think GeekFam will just go for Ember Spirit.
Oh,
Jakiro has been picked up.
Yep, twin-headed dragon.
Yep.
First time seeing Jakiro thus far.
Yeah. Jakiro, I'm not gonna. It's a love-hate. I don't. Like, I do not like Jakiro, or I like Jakiro, but then it's like it's a neutral thing. It's like it's okay. It's a so pick up right there.
Yeah, Jakiro is. I don't think Jakiro is ever a bad pick. I think Jakiro.
Yeah, you don't love it, but you don't hate it at the same time.
I actually love Jakiro.
You love Jakiro.
I think Jakiro is a very interesting hero.
Yeah, I agree. It's an interesting hero. Like,
what has Jakiro done to you? Did Jakiro play through your game?
No. I just hate Jakiro because when I face up against Jakiro, it's a carry Jakiro, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what makes it interesting.
It's like,
can you imagine? Can you imagine going up against Earth Spirit and the Earth Spirit buys Daedalus? You know, it's just So
no, but Jakiro, like, it just mows down mid.
Yeah, that's the point. The point is to win. Doesn't matter who you use.
I know, but then it's like Jakiro. Is like, I think you can go with any other hero, but then
what you're still not convinced why GeekFam went for Jakiro?
No, I'm not saying that it's a bad pick, but it's like I don't hate it, but I don't like it. It's like it's a neutral thing. It's like it's okay, fine, Jakiro, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see if a GeekFam can surprise you, can change your mind, and make you love or hate. But looking at the bans, Troll, Lifestealer, Razor, and Morphling ban now. GeekFam banning out GeekFam the one banning out Morphling. Dota here will stick with the Juggernaut. So Chidori is going to go for round 2.
Yep.
On the Warrior.
On the Blade Master right there.
Oh yeah, the Blade Master.
Yep.
That's what they call Unero the Blade Master.
Yes, Unero the Blade Master. GeekFam will be picking up Sweat! Finally, the Knight you wanted to see.
Yes, definitely has the bigger blade.
Yep, it's a good night to see the Knight.
Yeah, your puns are getting worse and worse. Somehow I'm just glad that tonight is your last day. Oh,
Oh!
yeah, production
10
definitely
seconds
enjoying that one. But yeah,
Uh,
Sven, we are finally seeing a carry Sven.
5
Yep.
seconds remaining.
I think you were talking about Sven a lot.
Oh
like,
yeah,
getting straight away, just put the BKB on the Sven, walking it down.
I mean Sven, you have the wall cry damage shield. You have
Yep.
to remember, damage shield is always good against physical damage. So, if you can actually just mold down Juggernaut, and it gives a lot more value to your team
Yep.
early on.
It's like Sven with a BKB just walk down the lane, wall cry, and just start swinging his sword around.
What was I was trying to think what was Sven's what was Sven's skills before War Cry?
It was the same. That it doesn't give you the shield.
It gives you armor, right?
It gives you armor and move speed.
Oh yeah. So Sven is always going to be. Oh yeah, okay. One of the biggest changes to Sven was Stormhammer used to just stun one single target.
Yes. Single target stun, but then after that they changed it to
Dire
AoE.
team pick.
Yeah, I there we go. Yes.
Yes,
I'm
the
finally
watermelon is out.
How is that a? Oh god, I'm not even going to try.
Like, can we have the observer later on go in game and turn around and just look at the back of the TIE Hunter? That-
I don't.
No,
okay.
it just
That is on the premise that TIE Hunter does not have any
Radiant
accessories.
team
I'm just saying.
yeah. Let's hope that TIE Hunter doesn't have any accessories. Ursa Warrior is gonna get picked up.
Well, Ursa, another pick that doesn't care about Juggernaut.
Yeah, they just
TIE
gonna, I think they're just gonna go walk down and start fighting.
Oh yeah, and I mean, you were talking about Ursa Warrior in the previous series. We're expecting Lagenda to
10
at least
seconds
use it
remaining.
once.
Yep.
But we're going to see it nonetheless. It's GeekFam.
Right now we
for it.
do
5
see the
seconds
watermelon
remaining.
guy, the TIE Hunter. One thing I like about TIE Hunter, but I hate going up against a TIE Hunter that has a Morbid Mask. The first item is like Morbid Mask.
Oh, I mean,
Come in splashing and getting lifesteal.
it's better than a TIE Hunter with Deso. I'm just saying. I mean, Deso.
True.
Dire team back.
So OD banned out by Dota Hero. Yeah, OD. Dota Hero already has a lot to deal with, and having OD on GeekFam's lineup would just
just thinking,
destroy them.
If GeekFam were to just go for a Viper, we just like demolish Dota Hero there.
I mean, at this point, GeekFam
10
can.
seconds
Viper
remaining.
is definitely a good choice.
Yeah.
You can stick with the TA.
Yeah, definitely you can
5
stick with
seconds
T. I'm
remaining.
not.
I think if given the chance, GeekFam might just go with the TA again because
Yep.
Dota Hero definitely they are not prioritizing on the Templar assassin, but
Because I think they realized it was their own mistake that the Morphling went to meet to go up against a TA. Even though if you put a but I
mean-
think Alacrity outplays Seal just now.
I mean if you have a Morphling against a TA early on, TA wins. The
Yep.
TA definitely wins Morphling. It's just how, like you said, the skill is a factor. Alacrity literally outlanes
Dire
Zeal
team
there.
pick.
But it was just a matchup. The
Yep.
matchup is not Morphling friendly.
Yeah, it's definitely not Morphling friendly just now.
That's why you and I were particularly surprised when the puck did not go mid.
yeah.
But we won't be seeing puck this time as it's banned out. And GeekFam actually closes it up with a Magnus.
They just want to go in swinging.
Now you might see a Magnus, a Sven mid. It is still possible
Yes.
for Sven to go mid. But that means double cleave.
Yep. They're just gonna walk in and start like slashing and hacking everything.
You know what I want to see? I want to see a 5-man RP, Sven with
10
God Strength and just get a
seconds
rampage and end the game. That's the dream.
5 seconds
If they were to pick the last hero, a melee hero, then yes, you might see that.
Well, he can skewer the range hero and RP. I don't know. You can always do that.
Yep. But then, because if you to have a range hero, then you might not get that. But if you have a melee hero, then you might get what you want to see, which is a 5-man RP into a Sven slash. It's like during EG time when Phil was using Sven against
God.
Navi.
Yeah, that was destructive.
That was the lead.
That
Yeah. Like,
Nothing is more lit than a vengeful that can crash your game. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no, I take that back. Nothing is more lit than a Chen that can take control of Roshan.
Oh yeah, that Chen. Back
No.
in the old days, kids.
I have to take that back again. Nothing is more lit than Fountain Hooks, okay?
Ah, Viper.
Mouse
Okay.
select
Viper went to Dota Hero instead.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, it's okay.
okay. I think it's good matchup against the Usa, but then okay.
Yeah, Viper.
Yes,
I mean-
the Tide. Wait, let's see if the Tide. Okay. The Tide Hunter doesn't have that much of accessory, so we still can look at that watermelon.
Well, as far as I remember, Hunter actually does not have any cosmetics that like cover his entire back, does he?
Even second, it does. It does obscure the stripes a bit. It's a bit hard to see.
I'm trying to remember what Hunter looked like back then.
10 seconds remaining.
Right.
Oh, it looks like a guy with a turtle shell.
What?
5 seconds remaining.
You're talking in the old days,
The old Dota.
the old Dota, right?
Yes, the old Dota.
Yeah, it is like a guy with a turtle shell, the
Actually, don't-
Leviathan walking with an anchor.
I actually don't remember.
Oh God,
No, I mean,
it make me sound so old, man.
I came from the same era as you, but I just cannot remember what Hunter looked like. I mean, like Arc Warden was a dog with a what do you call that? The
Art Warden was a dog.
yeah, it was a purple
Yeah,
it was a purple dog. Yeah,
it was a
Arc
dog.
Warden was a dog.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like running
I-
around
I-
with a ball on
yeah,
his
with
head.
what do you call that? It's like yeah, there's a name
It's a
for it.
maze with a ball.
Oh, Yeah, it's a maze. There we go. It's
Ah.
a maze. Yeah. But looking at this, I don't know. The impression that GeekFam Snaya is giving me is that I'm not,
They just want to run down mid and then it's like,
I don't know what to make of Dota Heroes picks, honestly.
yeah,
There's still a
it's-
chance. Again, the focus is on a Juggernaut.
Yep.
Once again, Shidori needs to do the heavy lifting.
Yep.
And it has to be way better, 10 times better than last game. But the game is ready, so we're gonna jump right in. This is the final game of the night. Dota Hero versus GeekFam.
Yep, and definitely we will see the final clash. And right now the smokes comes in.
I honestly, if first play is gonna happen like this, I'll be deeply disappointed.
First blood to.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
They know.
Oh,
Yeah,
round
yeah.
there.
Yeah, they
Go.
know. Yeah,
But it's like Chidori doesn't know.
oh wow.
Oh,
Chidori is screwed. Yeah,
up.
here we go. So,
God!
Chidori is screwed. There we go.
Chidori is being the later.
Trying to get away. One
Oh!
last hit. Alacrity chasing for the kill. Come on, Brian
Yeah.
coming in. Go
Oh!
grab. First blood. Goes towards
Slash
Alacrity.
goes to Alacrity.
See, I'm deeply disappointed.
Wait,
That
still the game we still have 10 seconds. You can go to the Tide Hunter. You
No,
still
okay,
can go to the
that's-
Tide Hunter and just zoom in,
I was about to
turn
say.
around. How does it not look like a watermelon? The stripes that.
I'm just saying, if you never had a proper watermelon, that's probably what it looks.
You're a watermelon guy. You like watermelon.
No.
How does it not look
No, I
like
don't.
a watermelon?
I actually don't like watermelon. I like pineapple. I like pineapple, guava. I like
You like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, absolutely. Who
That's
does
what
not?
I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, the problem arises when you put pearls on pizza. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Sick people put pearls on pizza.
Yeah, so whoever is watching this right now, just look for the Magical and yeah,
What?
you guys can handle him. No,
I don't like pearls on pizza at all.
Yeah. I mean, you're upsetting people who actually like it.
Back to the game, as we can see, the Tide Hunter just went safe lane against the Swan and the Jakiro.
Thai Hunter should be able to hold his own, no problem. Because now you want to babysit Chidori, and this is what they're gonna do. Go for the revenge, and Chidori will pick up KYXY. Yeah, and that's exactly the the entire game plan. You want to babysit the Juggernaut because he is the entire focal point of how you're going to play the game.
You're gonna focus a lot on the Juggernaut and give as much you can to the Juggernaut.
Oh, Stormhammer and Dual Breath,
Oh.
Boulder Roll coming in as well. Thai Hunter is not tanky at level 1, and he's certainly going to go down. Brian will send him into a watery grave.
Yeah, Brian just sent that Tide Hunter back to the respawn area, and can see Ursa is just handling the lane alone, like trying to survive right there. And the Magnus did go mid.
Yeah, we don't see. We're not going to see a Sven mid this time. Magnus mid. Against a Viper, Magnus doesn't really. It's not really affected.
Yeah.
You know, it's farm with that shockwave. Also, he started with a stout shoot instead, and I think the courier delivered the bracer. So Magnus will have a decent time against Zeus Viper. But GeekFam, they are just pushing the lead again. Look at them, they're just running at the TIE Hunter UMAD Bro again, being chased down into the trees. TP is coming in from Dota Hero, but is it enough to save UMAD Bro as the boulder kick does come through? Great body block from Bun right there. UMAD Bro hitting out with the sub, it does get cancelled on Alacrity. With the final hit, Brian will burn down the TIE Hunter, and all of GeekFam walk out of there alive.
This is what I was saying in the early game. They're gonna walk down and just like start hitting. They don't care about your tower hitting you back. It's like we're just gonna go walk down, start hitting as hard as we can and get those kills in.
Yeah, and because the GeekFam forced both the Venge and the Tiny to TP, they open up the entire lane for KYXY. Now Ursa has free reign over the top lane until backup, until Dota Hero decides to rotate their backup, both Shady and Bun to help Chidori, because all the lanes are being pushed in by GeekFam right now, and they are not afraid to extend that far because they know that Dota Hero cannot do anything to stop them.
Yep. Definitely it's real hard for the early phase for Dota Hero. It's either they sacrifice the TIE Hunter or they sacrifice the Juggernaut. But I think Juggernaut will fare well just in lane. Just anything were to happen, just use Blade for it and just spin out.
Yeah. Juggernaut, Chidori will have an easier time compared to last game. But now the focus shifts to the bottom lane. Can Dota Hero help TIE Hunter to survive? Seems like they're doing their best. UMAD Bro getting engaged on again, but a great toss is going to bring the Earth Spirit into tower range. The Red Clays is going to be enough. Verify and not enough to save Earth Spirit, and it's going to be Brian on a killing spree though. This Jackery going to work. Great two-man Stormhammer, and the damage will just start coming through again. Howl of Terror and Magic Missile. TP back from UMAD Bro. It's going to be 1-for-1 again.
The objective there is just not to let the TIE Hunter get any farm. Like, just keep on pressuring this TIE Hunter because they know if this TIE Hunter gets out of hand later on, the TIE Hunter might change the type at all. Like, it might come and initiate, give all the time for Juggernaut to land skills with the Viper, just gonna annoy and kite.
Yeah, there we go. Earth Spirit coming in with the boulder smash into a skewer, perfectly executed. Bringing Zeo back to tower range as Zeo is going to retaliate with the Viper Strike, wanting to bring the Magnus down with him, but the damage is just not enough. The Shockwave will give Earth Spirit that kill.
Yep.
But the one good thing about TIE Hunter is that you can die early, you can lose a lot of farm, but you'd still be used to because he has one of the best ultimate in the entire game.
Definitely.
Second to Black Hole, it is the Ravage.
Yep. Even though you don't get much item, but that ultimate, that Ravage itself might do a lot for your team. So basically, they just need to shut down as much as they can. Like, pressure this side hunter, don't give it any space or any room at all.
Yeah, UMAD Bros now resorting to pulling the jungle camps. But there's a ward right there from GeekFam that will allow them to spot out what the TIE Hunter is doing as another game comes in again onto Zeal. Again, he gets skewered back, but this time he should be able to get away. The Shockwave does pull him back, but great avalanche and toss coming in from Shady. He will throw that tree trunk and take down the Ill Spirit. RP is going to come in from the Magnus, and the tower shots are just landing onto the Shady. Shady will pay with his life.
Ursa needs to be a bit careful right now because the Vengeful Spirit is right behind, but Ursa just gonna walk it off. It's a good combo right there just now that GeekFam performed the kick and skewer. Just that the backup when it comes is gonna be an issue.
Again, there's your avalanche and the Blade Fury Bun. Still trying to stay alive, but finally Ursa is going to use Enrage. KYXY gets tossed up, comes back down. Enrage will run out. He will use the magic stick. They're trying to get vision for that 3 toss. Chidori going for the kill, but the damage is not enough. The Stout Shield keeping KYXY alive. Now Chidori is in tower range. Glyph is used as well. The Boulder Smash will slow down the Juggernaut. The toss, again, not enough to kill off KYXY, and somehow the bag gets out alive. And it's Chidori and Shady now stuck in a predicament. Chidori with a great Blade Fury might want to turn this around onto the Earth Spirit, and he will not be able to do so for now. Trying to go for the last hit. Yes, he does. KYXY coming in. The bear is angry. KYXY with a double, and it's GeekFam coming out on top at the very end of that fight.
Yeah, Fuzzy Wuzzy with a swipe right there, ending the Juggernaut. And bottom lane, the Sven just keep on pressuring and force the Tidehunter out the lane.
Yeah, there's 2 heroes, 2 cores that GeekFam has forced into the jungle, and Tidehunter is, yeah, he's just suffering right now.
Yep.
Brian consistently putting pressure onto him, and Chidori is here. He has the Omni Slash. There's no creep nearby. Does he want to commit the Omni Slash? No, he knows he could not get Jakiro. Brian with an easy TP to safety.
Yep. It's going south for Team Dota Heroes. They need to find a comeback right now. They need to find that window, the window of opportunity for them to shut down GeekFam and get back into the game.
Yeah, GeekFam have been pushing their lead as we know as in game 1. Alacrity having a morbid mass, and Atos does get purchased by Zeal, so that should allow him to fight better. And tiny support, yeah, we have not touched on the tiny support thus far. We have seen, forgot who played, was it Lowtech? I think Lowtech did play tiny support last year, but this tiny support has been working decently.
Yes, it is in the fight when it needs to be. It's like it rotates around when it needs to be. Like whenever a gang on their teammate is happening, Tiny is there to come in and avalanche and like to help and try to turn the tide by tossing the enemy towards their own tower and try to secure that kill.
Yep, Smoke Gang coming in from Dota Hero, but
Fuzzy Wuzzy
popped by KYXY. There's your Atos. Enrage gets used, trying to get away, but the Enrage buff is going to run out really soon. Toss up into the air, and Shady with the landslide, they're just trying to bring down the Angry Bear, and it seems like the Angry Bear is actually going to get out. KYXY still on the run, uses that drum with Endurance, and Brian is there for the backup. Somehow Dota Hero fails to kill off the Ursa, and again GeekFam just get out with their life.
Yep, so close taking down that Ursa. It's like, if they were to take down that Ursa, a lot of gain is for Dota Hero right there.
Yeah, failed smoke game, unfortunately, from GeekFam. And I honestly feel like the idea was they wanted to wait out the Enrage.
Yep.
The toss is there to just waste the ultimate duration. Yep. But because Shady used the toss first, the avalanche damage was not multiplied. And that was the damage that they needed to kill off the Ursa Warrior. So a bit of unfortunate right there, as the next batch of bounty runes will spawn. Seems like Dota Hero are in control of the top side, but GeekFam will trade back with 2 on their own.
I like how aggressive is GeekFam on the wards just to shut down this Tidehunter. Like, they have 2 wards in the jungle or on the Radiant side to try to spot out where is the Tidehunter. They do not really want the Tidehunter to farm anything at all.
Yeah, Shady trying to be shady right there, but he gets spotted out by the tower, so Brian now knows where that he's about to be ganked. You see, he's just moving to the safety of his tree lines, but it seems like he's going to get caught out this time, and there's no way out for the Jakiro. Ban will be the one picking out the credit.
Yep. I think it's just unfortunate for the Jakiro to be in that position right there just now. It's like anywhere it goes, it will get sandwiched. But to retreat, the Vengeful Spirit or the Tiny is actually there just to catch it off. Like,
yeah, but
it's just going to be a Twin Dragon sacrificial for Dota Hero. They're just going to get that.
Just gonna kill Dragon. So, Blink Dagger in 11 minutes completed for the Magnus. Gonna see some flashy plays.
Yep, some big plays. hope that they do not overextend. GeekFam, do bear in mind they still need to secure a bigger lead.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they were to like accidentally misplay a fight or two, they might give that advantage to Dota Hero.
Dota Hero definitely not out of the game yet because Chidori is keeping up with the farm. So it's definitely not in a sour spot compared to last game. We can contribute more. Speaking about contribution, 0 contribution to KYXY's KDA. And again, another gank that's working out. That Blink Dagger being put to good use.
The RP is actually being used right there just now just to kill
Radiant's
off
middle
the
tower is
Viper.
under attack.
So, I think it's a good fair trade right there. Just you wasted the RP right there just for one hero.
Dire's bottom
But
tower
right now
is
they're
under
gonna trade
attack.
off the tower.
Yeah, you can see that the
Structures
Hunter
are
has
fortified.
killed up the Blameless
Radiant's
offering.
top tower is
Macro
under
Pyre to clear out the entire creep wave.
Dire's bottom tower is
Yes.
under
A low
attack.
cooldown skill with insanely high damage. So Brian does not hesitate to use it. That's the gush coming in. Seems like they might want to go on to Brian. There we go, Magic Missile coming in, but
Radiant's
Dota
top
Hero,
tower is under
they are not coordinated. There's no follow-up. There's your Avalanche and Toss, and that allows GeekFam to just TP in. KYXY will now join the fight. Ravage gets used. Atos as well. Bun does pick up that kill onto Jakiro, but it seems like GeekFam wants to retaliate. Great Boulder Smash and Geometric Grip. TIE Hunter is isolated, and UMAT, bro, is going to sink into a grave once again. Alacrity with the pickup, 1-4-1.
Another.
I was a bit surprised that the coordination for the kill on the Jakiro is kind of slow.
Yeah, could have been way quicker. They could
Yeah.
have finished it before the TP is completed.
And the TIE Hunter might not lose, might not die at all. Because if just imagine they manage to kill off the Jakiro early, and then they can just back off real fast.
Yeah.
And then Earth Spirit might not have the chance to roll in and to
Dire's
find
middle tower
where is the
under
TIE
attack.
Hunter. So I think the coordination there was a bit sloppy. I think it was some miscommunication right there. But right now, Ursa is taking the objective. His objective, he's gonna take down that Roshan.
Yeah, KYXY now engaging onto Roshan. As Dear Spirit will start his warding. You can see again, like you said, they're going for all those aggressive warding, and
Yep.
it has been paying off. And Dora Hero has no idea that this is happening because the Ursa naturally is a really good Roshan Slayer. And now an empowered Ursa, that Roshan is going to melt. Agent of the Immortal going over to KYXY. The skewer does miss a bit, unfortunate right there, but the roll in from the Spirit is going to slow down Shady, and Tiny will turn to dust.
Yep, the Tiny will turn to rubble. It was stopping the skewer can get onto the Tiny, but then I think Tiny was too tiny right there and managed to escape, but nonetheless it dies off right there.
Your Alacrity coming in with the Echo Saber. Look at that 2-hit damage. He is empowered and he's going to use that Mask of Madness and to start running down Bun. Echo Saber is going to slow Bun down, and Alacrity just mows through the Vengeful Spirit. No counterplay right there. Chidori now tries to get a kill of his own, but he's going to Omni Slash into KYXY. Bounces away just in time, but KYXY is landing. X1 does connect. But KYXY, because he decided to turn around, he will not follow up with the damage. Bounty Rune does go in the way of Dota Hero, but GeekFam, they will get 2 on their own.
Might be a miscommunication right there from the Ursa just now. If Ursa were to go in, it might get a few swipes on the Juggernaut.
I'm pretty sure he did not expect the Ice Puff to actually connect.
Yeah, it was a really, really good like angle right there.
Yeah, max range Ice Path from Brian. This guy's been going ham, but you know, Earth Spirit rolling in, trying to go for Zeal, but the Viper in a safe spot.
Juggernaut.
Same cannot be saved for Chidori though, under a ward, which Dota here have absolutely no idea about. They're going to wait for the Blade Fury to run out, and that means that he is not magic immune anymore. Boulder comes in, there is a Boulder Smash. Blink Dagger skill in there, but he does have the healing ward though. Great RP and Stormhammer, and there's no way out for Chidori. KYXY on a mega kill streak.
Yep. GeekFam is playing to what they want, and Dota Hero is falling into the trap that GeekFam just set up. Like, definitely they want to bait out the Deadpool right there and just make him just easy target for them.
Vlad's offering will be picked up by
The
Thai
Thai
Hunter.
Hunter.
You man, bro, finally getting that the Vladimir's offering.
Yep. Finally,
And-
the item.
Yeah, and it's lesser of the contribution is lesser towards his damage output and more towards the utility that he's providing for Chidori in a fight.
Yep. That offering that he picks up is actually a very, very good item. It doesn't really need big items. It does need item to make him survive for that Ravish. Just to set up for Chidori.
Yeah, and
Thai Hunter does his job. Set up for Chidori.
yeah, and we have not seen a full-on fight yet.
Yep.
From both teams, which they have insane ultimates. You know, there's a RP on GeekFam side, and there's the Ravage for Dota Hero.
Yeah, definitely we want to see the two big monsters fight it out, juke it out,
We'll
and
turn this tide to our
might
advantage.
not able to see, but then let's just hope that we does see the two Goliath fight it out. But right now, I think one of the players for Dota Hero is like has solved the technical issue they have right now.
Yeah, slightly high ping, I believe that was mentioned.
Yeah. Okay. I think recently there was some issue with some servers. Not
Was
only
it?
on WoW side, but a lot of games were having some issue.
No, I did not know that.
Because I did play other games and they do have this issue like it lags. And it also happens in Dota, but right now we can see the score coming in.
Yeah, the issue right now is Shady will not be able to survive as KYXY is just going to run him down. But you might bro trying to do something to that Earth Spirit, which is not going to work. Hidori now joining the fray, but the warding from GeekFam is the same old story. The warding from GeekFam is just giving them so much information, and they have been able to dodge so much bullets, avoid so many ganks, simply by relying on information. And Alacrity is going to capitalize on that. He is very mad. Channels that Gauss Strength. The drummers get used by Chidori, but Alacrity might just want to turn around. He gets swapped. Bun will have to sacrifice his life, and he's going to be stunned by the Stormhammer. And Alacrity with the pickup. He is dominating. Chidori realizes that he cannot stay and farm any longer. He is going to retreat.
Yep, definitely a real good fight right there just now.
Oh, ATOS being used onto KYXY. TP does come in from Shady, but it takes too long. Chidori is there as well, but you don't really want to fight KYXY. Still has it enraged. GeekFam looking like they want to take the fight. Brian leading the charge, and again, another ward being placed down. That is all the information that GeekFam needs.
Yep, GeekFam is playing the warding game real good. Just getting those information, but as you can see right now.
There we go. Skewer onto UMAT, bro. The Ravage actually onto 2 KYXY. Might just go down. He pops the Enrage, and he still has the Aegis though. He's going to definitely go down in the end, but he will revive with the Aegis of the Immortal. Meanwhile, the fight going out as Alacrity will do the heavy lifting for this one. He goes on Mega Kill Streak. Ryan does miss the Ice Path, and Atos gets used by Zeal. You see the Thai Hunter expanding that Ravage only for an Aegis, and they even lost the Vanish, even though it's just a support. But GeekFam did get another tower.
Yep, advantage goes to GeekFam right there. A good fight, but then it just end up going on to GeekFam right now. As you can see.
Oh, Magnetize, a great 2-man Ice Path as there's the toss coming in from Shady. The ATOS used as well, but KYXY here, he has the big KB, newly acquired, and Bun did not see that coming. KYXY is weak as sick, still wants to go for more. He is enraged. Ice Path onto Zeal, the toss from Shady. He's going to bring Zeal to safety, but KYXY now finds more target. Great skewer from the Magnus, a 2-man RP into a Macro Pyre. They combine everything together. Chidori TP is able to bait Fury, but KYXY will get a double. Now Fuzzy Wuzzy tries to run away, but the toss comes in from Shady. They finally take down the Ursa as you met bro, trying to lead the charge to turn things around. As Chidori is really mad, trying to run people down. He gets Boulder Smash out of the way as you met bro now gets hit by Liquid Fire, but Chidori will cut down the Earth Spirit. They take 2, but Alacrity will respond with a 3rd. Skewer does miss onto the Juggernaut. So Dota Hero, they hold on and they get 3 kills.
Really, really good play right there from Dota Hero, taking the initiative like to just wrap around. Initiative was from GeekFam coming in to fight against Dota Hero, but they just hold on as much time as they can, force out those utilities, those skills out And
Radiant's
here
middle
comes
tower is
Juggernaut
under attack.
coming in and start slashing.
Yeah, unfortunately, they lost the bench as there is the Viper Strike being used. But meanwhile, the tension is on. Chidori is going to spin Brian to death.
Yeah, the big blade of death cutting down the dragon right there. Real good notice from Chidori, like he is on the nature creep right there and does spot out the Jakiro right there just now.
Yeah, Dota Hero definitely fighting back, but they're still a long way. Still very far away from
Yep.
coming back into this game. It's GeekFam with a 13k goal advantage, and it's GeekFam with the control. So Dota Hero, they need to do more than this. The previous fight, they fought tooth and nail, but it was actually GeekFam who got 3 kills. Dota Hero was the one who lost. They only got 2 in return, but it's better than nothing. Great reaction right there from the Magnus. Dodge that avalanche.
Yep, right now.
A-toss being used, a great 4-staff on Shady coming in, but he gets skewered back. The toss not really where he wants it to be. Geometric comes out. There's your leader toxing. Great swap, but there's the Macropire, and Alacrity is in. Alacrity is wicked sick. Alacrity is on a monster kill streak with a double. And KYXY will join the fray. There's no there's actually Ravage, but it doesn't matter because Alacrity is godlike with a triple. And GeekFam, they strike back and they strike back hard.
Yep, GeekFam striking back real hard. Jakiro is just gonna help out with the push right there. And as you can see, Juggernaut is just gonna move up to top and just keep on pushing. But GeekFam, as what I've said and repeated a lot of times, they're just gonna walk down and just have that fight. Force the fight out.
I don't know why Juggernaut is still trying to go for that radius, which actually doesn't really matter. You see him starting to TP. Yes, he's gonna get back to base. That skill does miss. Blinking, Avalanche. Shady trying to find the toss, but there's a great silence. Earthspirit trying to get away, but great block right there. Now Chidori running at the Earthspirit. A great toss. Ban will now connect the magic missile as they try to cut the Earthspirit down. Another body block again. They're gonna root the Earthspirit out with the A-toss. That's your Avalanche to get the pick off. Dota Hero, they still hold on to their base. Now Mad Bro is gonna blink onto Brian as Brian uses the Ice Power and walks on and trying to get away, but great side step from the TIE Hunter. Brian still trying to flap his wings and get to safety, but Mad Bro, it's only 1 more second before the gush comes in. Blink in from Shady, Avalanche, and they will get the second one. Both supports from GeekFam being taken down, but the RP onto Chidori, and KYXY will respond by killing off the position 1 of Dota Hero.
Yep, GeekFam, I think they are just too comfortable right there and just keep walking anywhere. But they are out of position. They need to know they could not die too much, because if they die too much, they might lose the hero. But right now, as you can see, Sven turning the Tiny into rubbles with a couple of strikes.
Yeah, then it's just foreshotted the Tiny. Nothing surprise right there. And this is maybe when Shady wished that Tiny still has the old passive where you can just stun the Sven.
Yep, the mini stuns the Swans.
Yeah, when he attacks you. But right now, Alacrity has purchased the BKB, and I don't see how Dota Hero is going to win.
It's going to be really, really hard for Dota Hero to make comeback right now, because too much item on the course for GeekFam. Too much space was given to them, and there were no response in the early game.
Alacrity alone can just solo carry the game, and then you have to deal with KYX's Ursa as well, as there's a skill back from the Magnus, but no follow-up. It's just a small scare tactic. But it's going to run into KYXY, which he's going to land that magic missile, but
the Fuzzy Buzzy is just going to walk off.
There is backup, and KYXY has the BKB as well, so they don't have to worry. What GeekFam is focusing right now is on the Roshan, which is very close to respawning.
Yep, the Roshan will respawn around roughly another minute.
Yeah, it's almost up.
Juggernaut still wants to go for the Radiance. That's what you said. I do agree. It's like
he stayed on that Yasha for so long. Roshan will now respawn, and Dota Hero has no chance of contesting this. They're going to TP in and try to go for pickoff, which they will definitely find is going to be on the Earth Spirit, but the Earth Spirit is just a consolation prize. Because Roshan is still being taken by KYXY, but it seems like they might want to respawn as KYXY is going to take the Aegis.
the Sven might.
Sven is here. There we go. The Ghost Drain is going to 3-strike Bun is on Beyond God live stream. You might get Zeal as well. Lagenda gets the instant double. Nothing that Dota Hero can do to counter that.
Yep, as you have discussed about this Sven or this whole week, we'll be talking this Sven getting it item up and just got strength walk in, slapping his people, slashing people with that giant ass sword.
Yeah, so now Dota Hero definitely going to lose that first high ground tower. Even lose the Rex. Yes. Zeal is still 20 seconds away. The GeekFam is going to comfortably take this structure, and there's no way that Dota Hero can fight. It's not when there's Aegis and Cheese on GeekFam. Radiance finally completed. Hope Shidori is happy, but is at this point it's just useless. The Radiance on Juggernaut does not provide anything. Yep. Yeah, I honestly would have just wished he go for Sanch of Yasha,
Yep.
or even the Mjolnir.
Yep, just finish off the Central Ayasha or just go for the minion. I totally agree with you with that. Even Ursa has the BKB and the Basher has like you have a Radiance. We don't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. And GeekFam is just going to try and take control. Avalanche toss onto Brian, but KYXY wanting to get revenge. That's a blink in from UMED, bro. They will try to kill off Brian, but Brian has the U Scepter. And he's trying to turn things around. Guardian Grid is not enough. The 3 toss still somehow does not kill off KYXY, and now it's Brian. KYXY now goes to work. Alacrity blinks in trying to kill off Shady, but Shady tosses him away as KYXY will walk it off as Shady might not be able to survive this time. He does sidestep that boulder roll, but I don't think he can run away for long. He tosses away to Magnus, just trying to buy time, but it's going to be Neosphera who picks up the kill again. Dota Hero forced to buy back. It's going to be Shady that does that. 5 members strong. It might be the last stand against GeekFam. But I don't know if they can hold this. They are still, the ultimates are still on GeekFam. They just have to wait for the God Strength to come back on.
Yep, another 80 seconds right there, and the God Strength is on, and they can go for another fight. It is so hard right now for Dota Hero to stand. Even though we have the God Strength, you still have the Ursa to take care. You still have the Jakiro and the RP right there.
Yeah, and you can see Chidori is just farming, clearing lane, and the rest of his team are just trying to buy time for him. But I don't know how long they can do this. That was what perfectly predicted by Brian, I believe. Dota Hero still trying their best to delay the destruction of their second high ground tower. There's your A-Toss and then the Toxic again. Your toss coming out, they finally popped the Aegis, so that is a silver lining to this entire mess. But Lagenda now is going to start walking in alongside KYXY. They will be able to start taking down that structure, and Lagenda to start things off. They get a Scream and Ravage. Omni Slash gets used as well. Bun with the buyback instantly, but can they get anything back and save the Rex? A sword from KYXY and RP onto 2. Macro Pride gets laid down, make it 3. KYXY with a double, and GeekFam are just slaughtering Dota Heroes right now. Dota Heroes might be the hero, but GeekFam and Lagenda are the gods, and they will destroy Dota Hero in that fight. Just buybacks flying in left and right. Dieback for Bun and GeekFam. They will most certainly take the second set of Rex, and the God Strength is now up for Lagenda as he goes for Chidori. Dieback for the Juggernaut. Tide Hunter is going to face Tide Rack. Mega kill for KYXY. The Rex will fall and the GG will be called. GeekFam will get a clean sweep. 6 points to end their first series.
A really good gameplay from GeekFam. They shouldn't have lost the last fight right there. Juggernaut should not have died. Juggernaut dies off. That's it. And as you can see, it all demolished. It's all crumbled up.
Why the Radiance?
I don't know. If you're committed for an item, just commit. But then I don't think that is an item that you want to commit.
Yeah, I mean,
at all.
Yeah, the problem is not. The problem is, okay, I commend the commitment and dedication towards Radiance, but that's not the right time. I think
no. Definitely it's not the right
Yasha
thing.
could have been a way better choice.
Yes.
Yeah, but that is just the tip of the iceberg of the things that went wrong. I wouldn't say went wrong for Dota Hero. I would say the things that went right for GeekFam.
Yep. How to say, it's like, do bear in mind, in the early game you have your Tide Hunter being pressured.
Oh yeah.
So on the Juggernaut, just like you need to be clear. Okay, if I were to go for a Radiance, is it a good situational item? Because your Tide Hunter is being pressured a lot. So if I were to go for that big item, I need a lot of time and space.
Yeah, and an item like Radiance is the kind of item that you need time to get,
Yep.
and you need to make sure that there's a lot of space created.
Yep.
And if you are late on that timing, you are in big trouble.
Yep, definitely
So,
want to skip on that.
yeah, we're just gonna let you guys see the results and the standings from today. It's been two great series.
Yep.
Flower Gaming beating Team Lagenda 2-0, getting 6 points, and GeekFam beating Dota Hero 2-0 as well. 6 points for them. Again, we have not seen any ties so far, but this does set the standard for the rest of the group stage. Now you have 4 powerhouse teams: Flower Gaming, GeekFam, P1 Gaming, and Unicorn on the top of the leaderboard.
On the top of the leaderboard right there. And I think it's sad that you don't see your last few games head-to-head clash.
Oh yeah, we were talking about how stacked, how insane today was going to be. It was insane, but at the same time, it was also a one-sided game. You can see GeekFam and Flower Gaming, they just played at the top of their match. As you can see now, 4 teams with 6 points, 4 teams with no points at all.
Definitely a real good gameplay from GeekFam and Flower Gaming. And the standings just, it says it all.
Yeah, the standings
It just
says it all.
tell you the whole thing.
This is the 4 teams that you should be looking out for, because these 4 teams, they did not gain their victory through this tooth and nail, neck and neck match. They won all of their series, or the only series that they play in dominant fashion, and that says a lot of how much you should expect from them and how much they have not shown.
But Ashad, no fear, this is just the first 2 days. We
Yeah.
still have more days to come. Coming up will be this Friday. We'll be having another 2 more games. Team X is gonna go up against Team P1. Meanwhile, Junior Gaming is gonna go up against Team Unicorn.
Oh yeah, Team X coming really close against Unicorn, but this time they're going to face P1, and I honestly think that they can put up a better fight against P1. And not to discredit Junior Gaming, but from what we've seen thus far, I think the Team X against P1 Gaming is going to be a good one. Hopefully that stays true. Junior Gaming against Unicorn. Unicorn, yeah, I'm pretty sure that we can agree Unicorn will have the upper hand against Junior Gaming. The discrepancy of skills and experience does show, but Junior Gaming, I don't think they're going to give up just because of this. It's an opportunity to learn, it's an opportunity to experiment, and it's a good experience for them. And the double round robin, how interesting it works is that if you go up against the better teams early on, at the later stage of the group stage, you can make a big recovery.
Yes, definitely, because you have it's just take it as like a boot camp.
Oh yeah,
that you go for a very hard stream, you lose that fight, fine, you lose, take it as it is, learn from it, turn it around, learn from your mistakes. You still have days to come and train and just go for the next game, go for the next win. That's about Dota. Dota is always game after game after game after game. You will never get sick and tired because it's Dota.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I had this sentence in my mind for very long, but I couldn't find I keep forgetting about it. So every tournament has its own meta. I think I was taught that, and I think it stands true. It does not matter what the common meta is. When you enter a tournament, there's a certain meta on its own. It depends on the teams playing. It depends on how they want to play the game. And suddenly, you would have to adapt to it. You cannot just rely on, oh, this is the most picked hero. Yes, you have to perma-ban it sometimes. You have to exploit it to your advantage. But you also have to look at how the other teams are performing throughout the entire tournament.
Yeah, definitely. It's like if it's all following the bulk of the meta, then everyone just go for that few picks. Definitely. I know it's a favorite pick, but you can play around with it. You have almost over 100 heroes to pick off. Definitely you can use what there is and utilize the best of it to make for your advantage.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I think since this is your last day, unfortunately, any last words?
I'll
give you a proper send off.
Definitely this was a good just run for me. Like, this is what I was expecting. The bowl before the Super Bowl, the road before the TI.
Yeah, the calm before the storm.
Definitely this is how the Dota is. We want to see more of this kind of action, more of this kind of games.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see more, but that's it for today. We're gonna sign out. It's been a long night, and there'll be 6 more weeks of Dota actions coming up. I'm HusKKiee, and he is Wu the Magical. Good night and goodbye. We'll see you guys on Friday.
See you guys.